It's the third match, and we're up against the formidable Team Maryland. And since Ueki is not around, Sano's had to do most of the fighting to make up for the rest of us. But I believe that if we continue to help each other, we can overcome these impossible odds. Working as a team, we already managed to take out one of our enemies, a guy named Pudding. Woohoo! It's still way too soon to celebrate, though, because now we're up against Matthew and his 6-armed attacks. And to top it all off, Maryland's back too! Hey, Ueki, when are you coming back? We need you!
Episode 37, The Law of the Weakness of the Sacred Weapons.
Well then, I suppose we should finish you three off before Ueki returns to save you.
Go ahead and try if you want to, but we won't be beaten that easily.
Don't think it'll be easy? What makes you say that?
How about this?
How about what?
What just happened? She hit 3 of us in one attack. My body. I can't move. What's going on here anyway?
You don't have a chance now. I struck each of you in the head, affecting your inner ear and impairing your equilibrium. Now, all that's left to do is finish you off. And don't think we'll be merciful just because you can't move. The battlefield is all about life and death, so there's really no point in complaining about it. By the way, Memory, Matthew, I'd sure like to know, with these 3 weak opponents, what have you been doing all this time? Our only purpose in life is to fight our enemies, and battle is the only thing that unites us. I have to say, I'm very disappointed that the 2 of you didn't complete your mission.
Sorry,
it won't happen again.
I thought Matthew was tough, but she's on a whole other level. This sucks. I'm shaking so much I can't even speak.
I'm not gonna let you hurt my friends. I told you this wasn't gonna be easy.
That's right. We've still got Sano. There's not much a wimp like me can do in a fight like this, so there's no need for me to get involved. I'll only get beat up. I'm sure he's tough enough to deal with it.
You think that hurts?
My power wouldn't be of much help anyway. And Sano's been in way more battles than I have. At a time like this, it's up to a strong guy like Sano to protect us. We can always count on him to pull us through. And look, he's doing it again. But why? Why is he willing to sacrifice himself for us?
I just don't get it. Why do you keep getting back up?
It's because they're my friends.
Well then, just to be nice, I'll bury them right beside you.
Hey, Sano! Are you alright? Sano!
Yeah, I was just letting her hit me. I needed to buy us some time. While she was hitting me, I was looking for a way to escape.
There's a hole in the wall. Way to go, Sano. Alright, we can probably distract them with my power to turn portraits into voices. And then, when they're not looking, we'll...
No, you're gonna have to escape by yourself.
Huh?
I still might be able to drag myself out of here, but I doesn't have enough strength to make it. That's why I'm gonna stay behind and protect her. But you should go even if we can't.
No way! I'm gonna stay too. Besides, you're in no shape to...
Hideyoshi, it's very important that at least one of us gets out of here. Our team's not gonna have much of a chance if we're all eliminated. Whether we win or lose depends on you now.
Sano.
Go!
Where are you going?
He got away.
That's okay. He's not much good without his teammates, so there's nothing to worry about. However, we should finish these two off before we go after him.
I don't know what to think. I sure hope this is the right thing to do.
Hideyoshi, do you know why the kids at the House of the Sun depend on you so much? Have you ever thought about it?
What are you talking about, Nero? Come on, scram! I'll play with you when I'm finished cleaning! I'm not sure. Honestly, those kids probably know that I do just about anything for them, and they figured out how to take advantage of that. I guess I spoil them too much.
Come on, have a little faith in yourself.
I think they can see by looking you in the eye that you're strong and trustworthy.
Huh? You get spooked easily, but so what? When push comes to shove, those who depend on you know you'll protect them, even if it means risking your life. That's why those kids love you so much.
I'm not as cool as you think I am, Nero. But even if I stayed back there with my teammates, there was nothing I could have done to help them. That's right! I've gotta escape! Even if it's by myself! It's for the good of the team!
I hope you managed to get away, Hideyoshi. If you can find Ueki and come up with some kind of plan, maybe there's still a chance the two of you can win this match for our team. The only thing I can do now is use my body as a shield to protect Ai. I'll die before I let you hurt her!
So be it.
Super Magnum!
Hideyoshi!
Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Soy sauce double bomb! Come on, let's get out of here!
What are you doing here, Hideyoshi? If you just kept running, at least you'd be in a safe place by now!
Listen, Sano. Ever since I joined the team, I've kept depending on you and your strength to protect me. And I don't like the idea of risking my life in a fight. But if I had just kept on running, I don't think I would have ever been able to forgive myself knowing that I left my friends behind.
Okay.
Huh?
We'll stick together and get ourselves out of this mess.
Yeah!
What do we do now, Kousuke?
Just like I thought. This was the only bridge in the whole area. I wonder what happened to it. What am I supposed to do now? I can't waste any more time here. That's not even close.
But I've still gotta give this a shot!
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do!
Rika!
You know this is crazy, right?
Keep going!
I'm not gonna make it.
Hurry! They're after us!
Sano, you can let me down now. I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
We got a head start, so it's gonna take them a little while to catch up to us. Hopefully that'll buy us enough time for Ueki to find us. And it's all thanks to our sneak attack back there. We're lucky to have a friend like you.
Friend. Well, yeah, you're only realizing this now?
Yeah, sorry. Come on, let's go. We've got to get as far away as we can. Once we meet up with Ueki, we'll come up with a plan to get out of this mess. No way! Those two are still way back there.
Hideyoshi!
Hello there. Still hoping that Ueki will arrive in time to save you?
What?
Unfortunately for you, I already happen to know the secret of his power, even though he tried so hard to hide it during the Grano fight. His sacred weapons have some significant weaknesses. For instance, his weapons are so heavy that he can't make any sudden moves during an attack. And now that I know their limitations, those weapons are no more than toys to me. In fact, the bigger the sacred weapon, the less likely they are to be effective in responding to any of my attacks.
She learned all that just from watching our match with Grano? I thought if we could just hang on until Ueki got back, we'd be okay. But maybe it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah? So what? You have no idea how incredible he is. Whenever you think something's impossible, he'll find a way to make it happen. You just wait! When Ueki gets back, he's gonna wipe you all out! You're gonna regret underestimating him!
I doubt it. I have a feeling he's not making it back.
Marilyn, Hideyoshi's necklace is only worth 1 point.
Fine. Now, I have to tell you something you won't like to hear. On my way back, I destroyed the only bridge between where he is and where we are. And even if he does get across somehow, we've run so far that it'd still be virtually impossible for him to find our exact location. Besides, even if he had a sense of the general area we're in, he'd need at least 10 minutes to track us down and get himself over here. And on top of all that, I have to tell you there's no way of escaping again. And we're through letting you stall for time.
Oh no!
Now, before Ueki gets here, time to go, Mr. Sano. Say goodbye!
No one's going anywhere, Marilyn.
Ueki!
No way! How did you locate our position so quickly?
Not sure how you managed to get across the chasm without a bridge. But since you've worked so hard to get here, I think I'll destroy you first. Memory!
Yes!
It's no good, Ueki. They know all about the weaknesses of your weapons. We'd better get out of here.
Sano, protect Ai. Make sure she doesn't get caught up in this.
Huh?
The power to change blueprints into completed objects!
Ueki!
Now you won't be able to use your sacred weapons. Up there, you won't have the stability to aim them properly. The power to change my arms into 6! There's nothing you can do to defend yourself! You can't block, you can't dodge, you're nothing but a target!
Namihana!
He destroyed every single missile with his Namihana and Piss!
Ranma!
While I was fighting Baron, I learned how to combine weapons and physical skill within the same attack. Against an opponent like him, my celestial power was most effective at knocking him off balance. But then, I thought that maybe if I used the celestial power to increase my strength, I would still be able to control even the heavier sacred weapons in midair. Of course, I may never have even come up with that idea if the bridge over the chasm hadn't been destroyed.
Namihana!
Good grief! You sure like to live on the edge!
Sano, sorry I took so long, but I'm about to pay them back 10 times as bad as what they did to you.
Ueki!
Pay us back 10 times? All this tough talk just 'cause you crossed the chasm?
That's right. And I have to pay you back for Rinko and Hideyoshi, too.
Huh?
So that's 4 of my teammates times 10. Mickey, here goes! What now?
Check 1, 2, 3, check. Team Maryland, Team Ueki.
That voice, it's...
The king?
You've got 10 minutes left. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, From here on in, it's bonus time. With only 10 minutes to go, I'm sure you're all anxious to finish this. So that's why I'm going to announce the names of the players wearing the 10-point necklaces.
Oh, right, I get it. Once you know who's wearing it, you can focus your attack on them. Then we don't have to waste any time on single-point opponents.
The 10-point necklace on Team Marilyn is being worn by... Marilyn Carey!
Oh, my.
Why did it have to be Marilyn?
And on Team Ueki, it's Kousuke Ueki! Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It's Aimori!
That is nothing to joke about!
All right. Let's all concentrate our efforts on defeating I.
No,
Ueki!
I run right now! Move it!
Why is this happening to me? If only I figured out what my power was! But the power to change my right hand into an overnight millionaire! The power to change a stamp into a mouse! Even though I've narrowed it down to those two, I just can't figure out what they might have in common! Besides, even if I did learn what my power is, I've never used it before! And there's no way I'd learn to use it now in the middle of a battle! Oh, this is impossible!
Memory, go after I, please. Yes. I'm sure you won't have any trouble taking care of a little thing like her. Yes, don't worry, it's only a scratch. That's good. I suppose you must be worried that if I'm weakened by this injury, our chances of winning aren't quite as good as they have been up until now. After all, I'm the one wearing the 10-point necklace, and we're currently tied with Team Ueki. Yeah, that's right. Now, get moving! Yes!
Ueki, I'm gonna go after her.
Right. But what about your injuries?
Don't worry, I'm okay. Since you've been back, I've had a chance to rest up.
Matthew, you take care of Sano.
Roger that. No, I should really follow those guys. But it looks like I'm gonna have to knock Marilyn out before I can do anything else.
Good. Now we can take our time and fight one-on-one.
I got better things to do with my time than fight you. I'm gonna beat you as fast as I can so I can go help my friends. But I'm not going anywhere until I figure out what her power is. Gulliver! You might need your power to get out of this, so let's see it.
What are you trying to do with that box?
What the? Did she just use her power? What was it?
I'm afraid that you're never gonna learn what my power is, Ueki. Because you're gonna be defeated long before that ever happens.
Then how about this? Hit! Kurogane! Alright, I've got her now. What? She's fast.
I've been looking forward to this for a while. I always like to leave my strongest opponent for the end.
What did she do to me? Was that a kick? A punch? I have no idea, but it wasn't just one hit, that's for sure. It was more like 5 or 6.
We're up against Team Marilyn in the wild and crazy third match! Rinko got knocked out first, followed by Hideyoshi.
Time to go, Mr. Sano. Say goodbye!
It seems like a fair fight, since both teams have 3 players left, but I still don't know what my power is. Ueki and Marilyn are sizing each other up. She's got some kind of incredible power that no one's been able to figure out yet. What are we gonna do, Ueki?
What the?
I've been looking forward to this for a while. I always like to leave my strongest opponent for the end.
What did she do to me? Was that a kick? A punch? I have no idea, but it wasn't just one hit, that's for sure. It was more like 5 or 6. Episode 38, The Law of Sano's Awakening. Is it possible that she's got some kind of ultra high-speed power? Could she be increasing the power of her arms and legs to speed up her kicks and punches? When she hit me with that first forearm smash, it was almost like she closed the gap between us in a split second. That would explain how she dodged the Gulliver. But then how did she avoid the Kurogane? Her feet weren't even touching the ground at the time. And no matter how fast she is, it doesn't explain how she could move that quickly in midair. She managed it somehow. This isn't good. I can't let her come any closer. She's too fast! Huh? How'd she...
That's enough fooling around.
Maybe she's...
This wasn't supposed to be so easy. How disappointing. Oh, well, guess I'll just have to finish you off and go after I instead.
Don't make me say it again. I'm not gonna let you go after my friends. I'm gonna be the one that goes after them. But only after I defeat you.
You defeat me? That's silly. You don't even know what my power is.
Oh, this is crazy, Kousuke. Let's retreat until we can think of something.
Ranma!
I keep telling you, there's no way that you'll ever beat me.
I knew it.
Huh?
What is it, Kousuke?
Your power is the power to change a short period of time into a long period of time.
Changing time?
Yeah. At first I thought you had the power to increase the strength of your arms and legs. But I knew that couldn't be right. Otherwise you would have been able to jump over my Ranma and attack me in the same instant. So now it's obvious that you can't jump much higher than anyone else can. And then, before when you were dodging my Namihana, your hair hardly moved, even though you seemed to be moving incredibly fast. That's what led me to believe that you were actually moving from place to place at a normal speed.
You're right. My power is the power to change 1 second into 10 seconds. So, for every second it takes you to attack, I can take up to 10 seconds to react. I'm actually quite impressed that you figured it out so quickly.
Wow, that's amazing, Kousuke.
Nah, all I had was the part about being able to change a short period of time into a longer one, that's all. You're the one who gave me the exact details.
See? The fact that you know what my power is really doesn't make any difference, does it? What it comes down to is that I can move 10 times faster than you can. But since you're the first opponent who's ever uncovered the secret of my power, I'm beginning to think that this might just be the greatest fight of my life. Now, please rise to the challenge and give me your best. Put up a good fight so that I can feel alive.
Hey, why don't you stop hiding and come out and play?
If I don't get rid of this guy soon, I won't be able to go and help I.
This is our chance to fight each other one-on-one, so let's have some fun with it. No point in living if you're not having fun.
What do you mean, fun? You must be stupid if you think I'd enjoy fighting while my teammates are in trouble.
Huh? Well then, why don't you tell me what you like to do for fun?
Huh? Well, let's see. How about sitting in a hot spring with snow gently falling on your head as you look up into the sky and clear your mind? It's great.
Ugh, sounds lame.
Huh? How can you say that?
If you're gonna be sitting in a hot spring, you might as well have a bunch of pretty girls in there with you. And after that, a nice cold drink. But if you ask me, there's nothing more fun than being in a good fight.
I can't seem to shake this guy off. I guess if I want to go and help I'm gonna have to beat him first. But that won't be easy.
The difference in our powers is clear. The power to change towels into iron sounds like garbage to me.
We have different powers, but so what? I know all about his power and those guns he has. I don't stand a chance against him if I keep fighting from this distance. But he's just let his guard down and only has one gun in his right hand. If I can just get in close enough to strip that gun away from him, maybe I have a chance.
You know, you can't run forever. Oh, this again?
Take that!
What is this? Huh? There you are.
Now that you're unarmed, I can attack!
Did you really think that was gonna work?
Not for a second. What I'm after is your unprotected stomach! What the?
The power to change my arms into 6.
That sucks!
Now I've gotcha.
This is bad. He's got my arms and legs.
And I've still got 2 of mine left.
What now? That last attack was the only chance I had left.
Ooh, that hurt. Man, are you ever sneaky?
If I hadn't changed the towels wrapped around me into iron, this would have been a lot worse.
You really are something. Even with that useless power of yours, you've been able to keep me entertained for quite some time. But it's over now. What are you gonna do with one little towel at this stage in the game? Isn't it obvious to you my power's superior? I mean, your power is practically useless. Can't you see that?
Stop saying that! This power, my power, is a precious gift that was given to me by a good friend. Wonko, give it up! You gotta stop this!
And now it's time for me to get going. I'm so glad I was able to be the candidate who sponsored you.
Wonko.
You've been a really good friend to me. And I'm so proud of you. Farewell, Sano.
No. Why? Why did you have to leave me, Numaru? My power was a gift given to me by my good friend Wonko. I won't let you tell me that it's useless!
Good friend. Sorry, but the fact of the matter is that your power doesn't work against me. I'd call that useless. Goodbye.
Could he be right? Is my power really useless against him no matter what I do? Isn't there any way I can defeat this guy? I want to be stronger. Stronger!
You're much harder to beat than I thought. I'm surprised you were still able to dodge those bullets.
I dodged them?
Well, I always say, the battles with the strongest opponents are the most fun.
What's he talking about? He says I dodged his bullets, but I thought he missed me on purpose.
It's not gonna work this time. Goodbye.
This must be my... Don't tell me this is my...
Wait, my bullets avoided him. What's happening here?
The bullets didn't avoid me.
Huh?
They got pulled away. This must be my level 2.
Enough messing around! What is this?
King, what is that?
It's obviously some kind of level 2.
Yes, but with such advanced abilities, I would have thought that he'd already awakened his level 2 power.
I agree. One of the conditions of getting your level 2 is to have completely mastered your level 1 celestial power. And in that sense, this guy has obviously proven that he's ready for it.
Right.
But that's not the only requirement. There's still a big hurdle you have to overcome to go from level 1 to level 2.
Hurdle?
And getting over that hurdle has nothing to do with how much skill or talent you have. It's all about the conviction and desire you carry deep within your soul to want to be as strong as possible. Up until now, he probably thought that he could defeat any opponent he came up against by outsmarting them.
Ah!
Ironically, that was probably the exact reason why he never felt he needed to be any stronger. Although, the fact that he's been able to beat almost 20 opponents with that tactic does make him a force to be reckoned with.
Yes, that's very true. But then how do you explain why Ueki, who is so incredibly determined and has such a strong sense of justice, still hasn't attained his level 2?
It's because he's been burdened by both his own celestial power and the celestial power granted to him by his candidate. In order to control two very different celestial powers at the same time, you have to have completely mastered them both, which is no easy feat.
That makes sense.
Well, whatever happens, it'll be fun to watch.
I see. So that's your level 2. You've been keeping this from me for the entire fight?
That towel I changed into iron pulled the bullets away from me. That must mean that this power has something to do with magnetism. Maybe even super magnetism. I'm beginning to see some interesting possibilities here. Boomerang Cutter! Level 2!
Sorry, but you're too late. All those bullets came back at me. I get it. His level 2 power must be magnetism. I guess that would explain why my guns were yanked out of my hands and the steel-jacketed bullets strayed from their target. Okay. So, my guns and ammo won't work anymore. Huh. No problem. I'm starting to enjoy this.
At this very moment, my friend is in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna beat you as fast as possible so I can go after her.
Hey, come on. It's just a game. There's no need to get so serious. Why don't we take it easy and have a good time? Check these out. They're made of brass, so your magnetism's not gonna work. Now, what are you gonna do to entertain me this time?
Boomerang Cutter!
It all comes down to hand-to-hand combat! What's wrong? I never would have thought of this if it wasn't for you! Now this is what I call a good time!
Not good. I gotta do something now.
I don't think so!
Boomerang cutter times 6.
Forget about it. I'll just knock them all down.
Change back. Back to iron. And now for my level 2.
What the? That was close. Now that's what I call fun. Huh? Another close one. I almost forgot that a boomerang always comes back. Huh? Whoa, but it shouldn't keep coming back. Oh, huh? Oh, what's that? That iron boomerang keeps coming at me because of this thing's magnetic power. All right, then. I'm gonna have to knock it down with my batons. If I can just get my hands on them, I'm pretty sure I can stop that boomerang. And then if I can keep him from taking them away from me, he won't have any way to defend himself. But can I get to them in time? Or am I gonna get knocked out first? This is my last chance! I won! I won the fight!
Marilyn Carey told Ueki all about her sad childhood. She was led to believe that when she became strong enough, her friends would come back from the war. That's the main reason she spent most of her life in training, even though she knew in her heart they would never return. And she doesn't really want to fight, either.
I didn't know what else to do but fight! And I don't want to think about it because I can't believe that I'll never see them again!
And so now I've got...
Never say that you've got nothing left to live for. It's not true.
Meanwhile, I'm facing memory, but...
Episode 40, The Law of Wonderful Love.
After all this time, I figured it out. I know what my power is.
I wonder what her power is.
The outcome of this battle will be decided by what kind of power she has.
Yeah, but just a second. Since Ueki has already defeated Marilyn and captured her 10-point necklace, Team Ueki would still be the winners even if I loses.
You're right. The score should be 13-2 now.
But look, Ueki never bothered to pick up Marilyn's necklace. So, the score stands at 3-2. If that girl loses her 10-point necklace, then the score will become 12-3.
Well, then I say Team Marilyn's gonna pull off a major upset victory!
How naive you are, Ueki.
This sure is getting interesting! Wow! Who are all these guys?
These are the striking ghosts, remember? Apparently they're here to negotiate with you directly.
Hey, I'm trying to watch the match!
So now, all of a sudden, you know what your power is? That's right. You heard me. I think she's bluffing. But at the moment, I can't use my power to change blueprints into completed objects because I don't have any materials to work with. And since I don't know what the score is right now, I probably shouldn't push my luck. Come in, Marilyn. Marilyn, come in. Marilyn?
Marilyn, are you there? I seriously doubt she's been defeated. It's not possible. Matthew, come in! Matthew! I don't understand what's happening. What do I do?
Looks like she's a little lost without her teammates. I actually don't know what my power is, but as long as I can keep her guessing, maybe Ueki and Sano will get here in time to help me.
Ai! Where are you? Ai!
Huh? Sano!
Ai! Can you hear me? Where are you?
Hey! Sano! I'm up here! Sano!
Ai! Shout if you can hear me! Ai!
I must be too far away for him to hear me. Hey! Ueki, I'm up here! Oh, this is no time for Ueki to pass out.
Looks like she won't be getting any help from Sano or Ueki.
I thought so. You were just bluffing, weren't you? Now I can fight to my heart's content.
No, really! I do know what my power is! If only that were true. The power to change my right hand into an overnight millionaire!
That doesn't seem to work.
The power to change a stamp into a mouse!
Honestly, you're not even close.
Look! You know, I'm starting to think that you didn't remember these quite right.
Yeah, well, sorry, but it's been a while since Inumaru showed me that list of powers, you know. I racked my brains trying to remember. You should be glad I narrowed it down to just 2.
But if they're wrong, they really don't help me all that much.
I'm gonna go over this list one more time. If anything comes to mind, I'll be sure to make a note of it.
Okay, thanks. Oh, Rinko left me a note on my list of powers. Huh. Do you know what the common element is between overnight millionaires and mice?
Huh?
Overnight millionaires increase the amount of money they have, and mice increase in number. The element they both have in common is mass production.
Huh?
In other words, my power is the power for my right hand to mass produce anything it touches. Ha ha ha! I wonder if you can defend yourself against that. What? Didn't I just mass produce myself? Why didn't she write both memos in the same place?
I knew you were just bluffing!
No! Wait a second!
You need about 100 years more training to be a match for me!
Huh?
Oh.
It's a good thing this building's so old.
She sure tries hard, doesn't she?
Yeah, but in the end, she still doesn't know what her power is.
And there's only 3 minutes left.
If she can just stay ahead of Memory, they'll win.
Outrunning a professional fighter like Memory for that length of time is next to impossible.
As the sponsor of this tournament, I gotta see it through to the end. Well, I guess it's come to this. I'll have to use my ultimate skill, pretending to sleep. Now, hopefully these ghosts will give up and go home.
My power must change one thing into something else. But if it's not my right hand, what could it be?
Huh? Hey! Ow! Why me? Ow! Why me? Ow! Why me?
Why me? Yeah! Maybe it's not me! The power to change my opponent into a mouse! Okay, the power to change my opponent into an overnight millionaire!
My name is Memory and I love money.
Who would want to make their enemies rich anyway? Huh?
Like I said, you'll need a lot more training if you expect to beat me. Take a look at this.
Yeah, so what is it?
This sheet is an analysis of the variables at play in this fight so far. The calculation provides a percentage of probability of who is likely to lose. As you can see, there's a 97% chance it'll be you. Guess you're at a loss for words, huh? Does it come as a surprise to you that we're so unequally matched?
No. It's got nothing to do with that. I was just curious about what that memory ode there at the very bottom was all about.
Huh? Oh, well, the me at the beginning is actually an X. An X! So it's X for Mori and O for memory.
Oh, okay, so that's what it is. Wait a minute, the X is me? Let's see here. No way, it can't be!
Are you ready for this?
There's 2 minutes to go. I'm calling this Super Time's Up in 2 minutes.
She won't survive another hit like that.
I wonder... Sano's handwriting was so messy that we were reading some of the words on my power list wrong. But now, I think I finally got it.
Now it's time to finish this.
The power to change my opponent into...
Haven't you tried enough?
Looks like the tables have turned.
What's happening? What's this feeling in my heart? What's the matter? I thought you said you were gonna finish me off. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah! There's no way! It's impossible! I can't do it! There's just no way I could ever hurt her!
Don't tell me she has the power to make her opponents fall in love with her. A power by which no harm is done and feelings are mutually positive. It's a very unique power that's driven by love.
I get it. My power is the power to change my opponent into a lover of eyeglasses.
What in the...
What are you talking about? Why would anyone fall in love with a pair of eyeglasses?
Might as well break them. Would you consider maybe throwing yourself up against the wall or something to knock yourself out? Otherwise, I'll have to break these glasses that you seem to love so much. Huh? You love them, don't you?
Are you kidding? I don't love your glasses.
Really?
Not one bit. So I don't think you should break them. I mean, what'd be the point?
So you don't like them?
No, of course I don't like them. In fact, I think I hate them.
Well, if you don't like them...
That's right. I hate them. I hate them. I truly despise them.
Then I might as well break them. No! Well, you'd need 1,000,000 more years of training to defeat me.
Huh? What kind of fight is this? Haven't seen that before.
Wow, that sure is one strange power. That power can drive an opponent to voluntarily lose consciousness, so his or her strength is irrelevant. It might be the most formidable power there is. Mori, you may turn out to be my most troublesome opponent.
Time is up! The score is 3-2! Team Ueki is the winner!
Alright! We beat them! Oh, right! You're all here to help me celebrate my victory, aren't you? I'm so happy! I won! Yay! Yeah!
I wonder why the ghosts are so happy.
The strike's over. They're going back to work, and they got a substantial raise.
Hooray! Hooray! I won!
Where am I?
Hey, you're awake.
Huh? Is the fight over already?
Yeah, it's over. And our team won. It was a pretty exhausting match, but we definitely came out ahead.
Came out ahead?
Yeah, Sano attained his level 2 power.
Not to mention, Ai has finally discovered what her power is.
Yeah? So, what is it? Tell me.
Come on, you can tell us what it is now, can't you?
No, maybe next time.
Where's Rinko?
Well, Rinko is,
I am weak. I am useless. May I come in?
Huh?
It's Marilyn Carey!
Mr. Ueki, I understand that you carried me out on your back without even taking my necklace. But regardless, I wanted to make it clear to you that I have no intention of pulling out of this battle. However, from this point forward, I will never again fight just for the sake of fighting. After our fight, I woke up in the infirmary all by myself. Infirmary? I'm alone? I suppose I must have lost. For the last 10 years, I've refused to accept that my friends were dead, and my life has revolved around fighting. Now I can see what a waste of time that was. I'm sure there were other paths that would have been open to me if only I had learned to accept their fate sooner. Maybe I could have enjoyed my life a little more, but it's too late now. It's too late to do anything about it, and I have nothing. No one.
Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Watch it, that's hot!
What are you doing? Matthew!
The only reason I spilled in the first place was because you pushed me!
Hey, you can't blame that one on me!
Now, let's not fight.
Tell Baron where to put this down. Baron needs to put this down.
Let's not fight. I apologize. I just realized that because of me, you've all wasted the last 10 years of your lives. I'll understand if you can't forgive me. An apology isn't really enough. But I...
What are you apologizing for, Marilyn? We came to see you because we're your friends. While I was watching Team Ueki fight, I realized that if we really are friends, then we shouldn't only stick together when times are tough. So, we've all decided that from now on, we're gonna stick with you for all the fun and happy times as well. What do you say, Marilyn? Besides, we're all in this together.
Yeah! So from now on, me and my teammates will be fighting together as friends. Yeah, kinda like you guys do. If we do somehow manage to make it through to the 4th round, I can assure you that the outcome will be different. So prepare yourselves.
Sure!
The next day! All right! We're coming up on the 5th match of the 3rd round! Let's give it our best shot! Let's go, Team Ueki! Let's go!
Yesterday she was totally depressed. It's amazing how much difference a day makes.
That much cheerfulness is kinda scary.
Hey, come on, you guys! We'd better get going! We don't want to be late for our next match! Let's go, Team
Yeah, I sure wonder what happened to her. But honestly, guys, I don't think we have to worry about today's match. I mean, after all, we're up against Team Capucho.
After having watched all their fights, I'm pretty confident. I haven't seen anything that makes me think we'll lose.
If we win today, we move on to the 4th round, right?
Yep, and after today, we can be 99% sure of that.
You think 99%? Why not 100%?
Well, I left 1% for...
An unforeseen circumstance? Sorry, but I'm afraid you're gonna be late for today's fight.
What are you saying?
Good night, I.
Oh no, I!
Why you?
You too.
Hideyoshi!
The power to change beats into bombs!
And now, your turn.
Rinko! That's enough. Now you've done it. Let's get him! Hit! Boomerang cutter times 10!
He used the pit to block the boomerangs!
dare you, Kousuke Ueki?
I wonder if they ran away because they're afraid to face up to us in a fight.
Excuse me, King?
If they don't show up in time for the start of the match, they will be disqualified.
Raika!
Raika. I am Hanan the Infernal. I can use all the power of the one whom I've possessed. I have Robert's power to change ideals into reality and his sacred weapons. I don't think you're gonna make it back in time for your next match.
Kousuke!
Well, good luck with the final match.
Kousuke, are you okay? Come on, get up!
Infernal? He can use all of Robert's powers and sacred weapons? I thought I might have to attain my level 2 power, but it's not like I have to do it right this second. I shouldn't have been so lazy.
As Team Ueki has failed to show up by the appointed time, they have been disqualified, so the match goes to Team Capucho.
Ueki.
If they had been allowed to cruise their way to victory, then they wouldn't be prepared to meet Team Barrow in the 4th round.
Well, you sure took your time, Robert Hayden. Hey, what's that tear on your shoulder?
Must have been from that... Oh, it's nothing. They have to get much, much stronger. I can't let them fight any easy matches. After all, I want to fight a strong opponent. Hey there. I guess Team Ueki will be going up against you now. Don't go easy on them.
We won't, Hanan.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Your teamwork is the best we've seen so far.
Marilyn, we can still defeat them, even if it means that 2 or 3 of us get knocked out.
Yes, I agree. However, we're going to be withdrawing from this match. We're changing our strategy. Sacrificing friends for victory is no longer an option.
As Team Maryland has decided to forfeit this match, the winner by default of the 8th match of the 3rd round is Team Barrow.
Episode 41, The Law of the Real and Fake.
Team Maryland has 2 wins under their belt, just like us. If we win against Team Barrow in our last match, we'll be ahead with 3 wins.
And that would put us in the top 2, qualifying us to move on to the 4th round. I'm so mad! We could have beaten Team Capucho for sure, and we'd already be qualified for the 4th round. And it's all because of Hanan. It's his fault. Please, you can't let us lose this way! This guy, Hanan, the one you think is Robert, attacked us and kept us from getting back here in time for our match!
But I
am not lying! He called himself Hanan the Infernal!
An infernal?
Oh, you just scoffed at me! Did you guys see that? He just scoffed at me like this! You're so annoying!
I'm sorry, that's simply not possible. A treaty has been established ensuring that infernals from the underworld cannot enter the celestial world under any circumstances.
We can't do anything about it now anyway, so there's no point in getting all worked up for nothing. We'll be okay, as long as we can win the next match. By the way, don't you think it's about time you tell us all what your power is? If we don't know what power you have, it'll be kinda hard for us to develop a strategy.
Well, you see, it's,
What? The power to change your opponent into a lover of eyeglasses?
Okay, it's a kind of brainwashing power. That's not bad. I'm sure it'll come in handy,
Oh, good. They're not laughing.
Sano. He can barely contain himself. Don't laugh. You couldn't even remember it properly, which got me into a lot of trouble!
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Come on, make Hideyoshi a lover of eyeglasses.
Hey, why me?
We need to see how it works, so we can strategize.
Okay, fine. You want to see how it works, right? Well, I'll show you. The power to change my opponent into a lover of eyeglasses!
I don't think anything happened.
What? That's weird.
Are you absolutely sure you got your power right this time, Ai?
Yeah, there's no mistaking it. But if I had my choice, I'd prefer something a little more useful.
Hey, did you figure out what the limiting condition of that power is yet?
Huh? No.
Are you kidding? You mean it was just by chance that Memory met your limiting condition when you fought her?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
Oh, boy!
The third round will be over following the next match between Team Ueki and Team Baro. Which team will win and proceed to the fourth round?
How dare they! I can't believe Team Ueki forfeited to Team Capucho. I had a lot of money riding on them, and now I've lost it all! They're not gonna get away with this.
Lost some money, huh? I lost a lot more than that. Because of that kid, my entire life is in ruins. Huh? Go on. Get out of my way.
This is not good. Not only is Hannon capable of using Robert's power, but he can use the sacred weapons as well. Which means that he's got 10-star weapons, and on top of that, he's also a level 2. There's no way I can defeat him like this. And since I can't use Tenko's Awakening Chamber, I'll have to forget about my 9 and 10-star sacred weapons. So the only thing I can do is attain my level 2. But before I do... Hey, sis, is lunch ready yet?
Yep, almost. Just hang on. You know, you really surprised me. It's just not like you at all to come home out of the blue like this.
Well, that's because...
What? We can go back to the human world?
Yes, according to the rules, all players are allowed to visit their homes once during the third round. How would you all like to go home and relax for a little while before the next match?
I guess it was pretty sudden.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
Hey, what happened here? Oh, you poor thing. Let's make your owie fly away to Alaska!
Sis, you know, if you're hoping to become a nurse, I think... you should try a more scientific approach.
I worry about you, you know? I'm always so worried because you always give me plenty to worry about.
By the way, where's Dad?
He went to the market to buy some fish.
Oh, yeah?
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what's that bracelet thing you've been wearing lately?
You mean this?
Mm-hmm.
This is, Listen, you have to promise not to tell Dad, okay? He likes unusual things, and he'd probably flip right out if he ever saw something like this.
I swear, I won't say a word about it.
It's all right, Tenko. Come on out.
You sure about that? I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh, he's so adorable. Uh-oh. You're back.
It's true what they say! Fact really is stranger than fiction! What kind of cute little creature is this anyway? It's kind of like a cat, except that it's got wings! And it doesn't have any hind legs because it flies, right? Hey, look, it's even got little horns! But these stubby little things wouldn't be much good in a fight, even against a member of its own species! But more importantly, why is it so cute? Oh, hello! Hello, you're cute!
Oh.
I guess this means summer camp is over, hey, Kousuke? So, what's it gonna be? Do you want to tell me some of your stories, or would you prefer to hear some of my fantastic stories?
Well, neither, actually.
Oh, I see.
What's all this talk about camp?
When I left, I told them I was going to summer camp. My sister's a real worrywart. If I told her I was going to fight in battle, she would have freaked.
You mean to tell me they don't know anything about the battles and your powers?
Well, I didn't think it was necessary.
And let me guess, you haven't told them you're a celestial either!
No.
Kousuke, you've worked up a sweat. I drew you a bath whenever you're ready.
Hey, Kousuke. Kousuke, I know it's probably none of my business or anything, but don't you think your family deserves to know the truth about who you are?
I guess so.
Huh?
It is the kind of thing I won't be able to hide from them forever.
Kousuke, which would you prefer, getting your back washed or washing someone else's?
Kousuke, come on. I'll wash your back for you.
Hey, listen, Dad, Sis.
Huh?
I'm a Celestial.
What? He just blurts it out like that?
Kousuke.
Kousuke.
Does that mean that you're some kind of foreigner?
That's all they have to say?
I'm from a place called the Celestial World, so I'm not even sure if I'm a human being or not.
Oh, I see.
I guess they're okay with it.
While we're on the subject, I should also tell you, I'm risking my life every day fighting in this battle game.
What? You've got to stop that! What if you get a bump on the head or a bruise?
Bump or bruise?
I've also been given these special powers that I can use.
What kind of powers? ESP or something? Fact really is stranger than fiction.
Kousuke, you shouldn't get into fights. What if you scrape your knee or something?
They don't even seem to care that he's a Celestial.
I worry about you. I really do worry about you, you know?
Kousuke. How about we go out and toss a ball around after our bath? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Sure, I guess.
Hey, come on, Dad. I want to spend some time with him too, you know.
It's nice to get out of the house, away from your sister. What do you prefer, Kousuke? The indoors or the outdoors?
I guess if I had to choose, I'd pick the outdoors.
I see. You're gonna stay for dinner, right? What kind of food do you prefer? Japanese or Chinese?
Japanese, but I have to go as soon as dinner's over.
That's okay, son. Hey, Kousuke.
Huh?
What do you prefer? The real or the fake?
I don't know what you mean.
Just tell me, which one?
Well, I don't really know what you're getting at, but I guess I'd have to say I prefer the real.
But of course you'd prefer the real over the fake.
Good grief, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Fact really is stranger than fiction.
Will you take care of yourself, Kousuke? Don't do anything too risky.
All right.
I put a change of clothes, some medicine, and a bunch of snacks into your backpack. If anyone bullies you, come and tell your big sister.
Thanks. Gotta go now.
Well, I guess Kousuke really is from another world after all.
Guess so.
I suppose it doesn't matter. He's still my brother, no matter what.
I thought that if I went home, I'd be able to think of a way to attain my level 2. What am I gonna do now? Hey, what the?
Ow, ow, ow. Who on earth left that rock there anyway?
Are you alright, old man?
Huh? How did this happen? I sent my son to the human world hoping I would become the Celestial King, but I was never chosen as a candidate. I've lost my dream and my son. And now, despite all that...
How about I give you a nice massage?
Old man, do you know of any hot springs around here?
What do you prefer, lemon or milk with your tea?
Hey, do you want to play some cards?
Why? What are the chances I'd end up here?
You took a pretty bad tumble there.
I bump into the one person I don't want to meet. this little guy still following me?
Is that a stray dog? Are you okay, old man? I get it now. You dove across the road in order to save that little dog. I'm really impressed by what you did. What a nice old man you are. Why don't you come with me and I'll take care of you?
And now they all think I'm some kind of old man. I mean, look how nice they are to me. This is really starting to irritate me.
Relax. Just make yourself at home, all right? All I'm doing tonight is trying to figure out how to get my level 2.
He doesn't have the faintest clue that I'm his real father. The tearless, bloodless one who sent him down to the human world when he was still an infant.
What is it?
How annoying. Quit talking to me.
Is something wrong, old-timer? Huh? You all right?
Shut up! Quit fussing over me! I can't take it anymore!
Oh, I see. You're right. I shouldn't have forced my hospitality on you. I can see why you'd feel awkward about that.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, but I'll be on my way now.
I understand. All right, you guys, we don't have to treat him special anymore. No more fussing over him. You got that?
Yeah!
Huh?
Hey, old man, if you were feeling awkward, all you had to do was say so. Now tell me if you know of any secret hot springs around here.
Okay, now it's time for you to rub my shoulders. And I'd love it if you'd get me some tea, old man.
Why'd I have to open my big mouth?
Wanna wrestle?
You little punks, why won't you listen to me? I'm getting really tired of all your stupid games!
Hey, everyone, time to eat!
Hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah? Ours cooking always looks pretty disgusting, but it actually doesn't taste that bad.
I wonder how long it's been since I last sat around chatting with people over a simple meal like this. Huh?
Old man, don't you think it's about time you told me? Where are the hot springs?
What am I doing here? I decided that I'd lost everything and that I was never going to have anything to do with anyone ever again. So why am I here with him now? He must hate me for the way I just abandoned him all those years ago. I'm sure he'd prefer his adoptive father over me anyway. He doesn't even recognize me. But maybe... No. What am I thinking? I'm actually beginning to enjoy spending time with him.
Hey, Hideyoshi, Ueki, let's go check out that other pool.
Yeah!
Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna hang out here and soak for a while. All right.
Hey, tell me, what would you do if you found out that something very precious to you was actually a fake? And the real thing suddenly appeared right in front of you.
I guess it would be natural to pick the real one.
The real? Then what if I...
You know, my dad said something like that when I saw him the other day. If he was asking me the which would you prefer, real or fake question to try and find out who I preferred, him or my real father, then it was kind of a stupid thing to ask. I mean, who wouldn't answer the real one in that case? But for me, it's been so long that my fake father has become my real father.
I must be a fool. To think that I'd somehow be able to make things right by telling my son I'm his real father. It's too late for that now.
You getting out already?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll see you back at the house, okay? We'll have a nice cold glass of milk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. See ya. I suppose we'll never see each other again. There's a threat in the air, and it's not Ueki's team. It's them.
I had a lot of money riding on them, and now I've lost it all. They're not gonna get away with this. Thanks to you, I don't have a cent to my name. That'll cost you. I'm taking you down! Kurogane! Ah!
If you ever try to lay a hand on him again,
It'll be the last thing you ever do!
that kid sure is a troublemaker.
Ooh, I feel kinda lightheaded.
There you go.
Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you headed back to the house.
Actually, I've got to be on my way now. And I don't think we'll ever see each other again.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. But before I go, I thought I should at least pay you for the meal you fed me.
What?
Now, listen up, and I'll tell you the only way to attain your level 2. Remember it as the one and only time I did something for you.
Haruko, please watch over that boy for me.
Welcome to the Fearsome Coliseum. We're about to begin the final match of the 3rd round. Team Ueki versus Team Baro. The fights are one-on-one, and the first team to score 3 victories will be declared the winner. Who fights who will be determined by the roulette. This means that it's possible that a fighter may be chosen to fight more than once. Please keep that in mind. Up here on the stage, there are specific areas where powers are ineffective. Any power attack launched against someone in those areas will not work. In addition to losing by being knocked unconscious, any fighter who remains in the power neutral zones for more than 10 seconds will be forced to forfeit the match to their opponent. Please be aware of that. Spin the roulette drum! Now let's choose a pair of opponents and begin the first match.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
You guys, I've got a message for you from Mr. Hanumaru. It's about I's power. I've got it right here. There.
Hello, team. How are y'all doing? Good job on your last fight.
Yo, it's me! What's up, guys?
What in the world is Mr. K doing?
Let me get right to the point. There's a few things I want to explain about I's power. To change your opponent into a lover of eyeglasses, you'll have to make them do this.
How in the world am I supposed to meet a limiting condition like that? Without my power, I don't have much of a chance in the next fight.
Wish I could help you, but I don't have a clue.
Ringo Gerard!
Bandicoot.
For the first match, it's going to be Ringo Gerard versus Bandicoot. Let the first match begin!
Show me what you got. Let's get it on. What do you think? I'm some kind of pushover? Little baby can't talk? Are you that much of a wimp?
What's with the trash talk?
I can't stand it anymore! I'm taking off this stupid mask! I'll just end this as quick as possible! Ah!
No, he took it off.
What in the... There's no way!
What's the matter, Tenko? Do you know that guy or something?
No, but I just can't believe what I'm seeing. Why did it take me so long to realize that guy's not human? He's a Celestial.
Bandicoot, Year 2, Celestial. Favorite words? Let's get it on.
Episode 42, The Law of Team Baro. No way. Tenko, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't notice it until he took off his mask, but that guy is definitely a Celestial.
No way! You mean to tell us there are other Celestials in this battle besides Ueki and Robert?
I don't know, I guess so.
Be careful, Rinko!
A Celestial? No way!
I'm not the type of guy who fools around. I take it to the max!
Rinko! Whoa!
Whoa! He just used a sacred weapon!
No doubt about it. He's a Celestial.
You bet. Just like your teammate, Kousuke Ueki. We're all Celestials who were sent down to the human world when we were infants.
Did you just say we? It can't be!
So, he just blurts it out like that? Impetuous fool.
I thought we told him not to use his sacred weapons unless absolutely necessary.
So what? It's the last match of the third round. There's no need to hide our identities any longer.
Yes, it's just as you suspected. We're all Celestials, our entire team. Borrow Echelon, Year 1, 8-star Celestial. Favorite word, Mom.
Kill Norton, Year 2, 6-star Celestial. Favorite word, preparation and review.
Diego Star, Year 3, 6-star Celestial. Favorite phrase, always be a man.
Oh. So those guys are all Celestials, are they? I didn't know that.
I see. Those masks they've been wearing must have the ability to conceal their celestial power.
All right. Now I'm gonna take this to the max! Kurogane!
The power to change beats into...
Come on, Rinko. Why don't you attack him?
Man, they never said we'd have to fight an all-celestial team! Honestly, this is nuts!
We knew of Robert and Ueki, so it shouldn't surprise us the Celestials are involved. It's just that now there are a few more than we thought, but that's not what's bothering me. It's just that every single member of their team is a Celestial. I think that's more than just a coincidence.
Interesting. You bring up a very good point. Okay, fine. I'll explain it to you. As you suspected, it's no coincidence. We were all raced together for one purpose. To lead Robert to victory. And to allow Margaret to take the throne.
What the?
You mean Team Barrow has exactly the same goal as the Roberts 10?
No, not quite. The Roberts 10 was just a tool that was used to reduce the number of power users. Well, our sole purpose is to wipe out every competitor in Robert's way, including the Roberts 10. We're his personal guard.
Hey, you might want to know he's not Robert anymore. Now he's...
Yeah, we know. We're all well aware of who Robert is. And with that knowledge, we choose to do whatever he requires of us. We're all fully committed to carrying out his objectives.
Unbelievable! They know that Hannon's from the underworld and they're still willing to serve him?
Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey! Rinko, knock it down!
No, I can't do it! Because... I mean, he's just too cute!
What the heck was that?
I've never seen a face on a sacred weapon. What is your power, anyway?
Yeah, that's right. My power is the power to change inanimate objects into living things. Basically, I become one with my sacred weapons and they become living weapons.
A living weapon! It's so cute!
That's right! Rinko's a total fanatic for animals, especially the cute ones.
That explains why she refuses to counterattack.
What are we gonna do? Honestly, unless we defeat these guys, we don't get to move on to the 4th round!
How did I do, Master? I hit her to the max, like you said! Did I do good?
Oh, I am so proud of you. You're the best.
Thank you, Master!
You're so cute, so cute. Huh? You're not cute at all! You idiot! If you're gonna get all sappy, wait till after you've defeated her.
You can yell at me. I don't mind, as long as I can be of service to you, my master.
I'm sorry.
How sweet. Adorable.
What are you waiting for? Attack him, Rinko!
Huh? Oh, give it my best, master! No, I just can't do it.
All I can do is try and dodge it.
I told you. This sacred weapon is alive. It has a mind of its own, and that means it'll follow you wherever you go. There's no escaping it!
Rinko.
This isn't good. She's too kind for this. Van doesn't seem to care that she's female. He'll destroy her anyway. Rinko doesn't stand much of a chance unless she can turn off her emotions and fight back.
Okay, I might not be able to attack that sacred weapon, or even dodge it for that matter. But maybe...
I'm not gonna hold back. Ha!
I probably never even had a chance of winning against an opponent like him. But...
The power to change beads into bombs!
What was that? That was so weak! What a whip!
How dare you hold back against me? I want to fight your power at its max, even if it is weak compared to mine. There's nothing I hate more than an opponent who doesn't take it to the max during a fight. Ah!
I am weak, but maybe... Everyone on my team continued to fight as hard as they could against Marilyn, even after I'd been knocked out. They fought and suffered while I was unconscious. I was totally useless to them.
Rinko, it's okay!
Get out of there! You won't be able to take much more of this!
I was the only one who didn't do my share. So I'm gonna keep fighting until I can figure out a way to win. I may not be the strongest, but...
You don't have to get up! Stay down!
It's over! Throw in the towel!
But I never, ever wanna lose again. And I'm not going to, either.
I won't lose!
You think a wimp like you can beat me? You don't even know what real fighting is. Ah! This is what happens to fighters who don't take it to the max.
I can barely move anymore. But I've got to get up and keep trying until I can figure out a way to win. Come on! Get up!
That's why you're nothing but a pipsqueak, you fool. Or maybe you're an ant or a little bug that needs to be squashed. I guess when fighters talk about their useless teammates, they're talking about someone like you who can't even pull their own weight. Huh?
What did you just say to me?
Huh? I said you're nothing but a pipsqueak, a little bug that deserves to be squashed.
You're going down, you little whip! Shut up, you dirty beast!
Dirty beast?
Pipsqueak? Ha! You weren't talking about me now, were you? Maybe I should tear that silly green pompadour off your head and shove it down your throat.
Rinko's lost it!
No way! You knocked down my pick with a single slap! What's that thing on your hand?
Oh, this? This is a device that was developed with all the technological expertise of the Gerard Corporation. The energy created by an exploding bead is converted into a propulsive force which releases an incredibly powerful slap. And the stress placed on the hand is minimal. This makes my slap as powerful as a missile, and still allows me to fight at close range.
A missile? Really? But my pick is a cute little creature. Don't you have a heart?
A heart?
Huh? I'll protect you, my master!
My baby!
I don't consider a stick with a face a real living creature.
She's a monster!
By By the way, earlier you mentioned what level you were at in school. What year was it again?
Huh? I'm in year 2, stupid.
I happen to be in year 3, you know.
Huh? Yeah, well, so what?
Don't ever speak like that to a senior!
That felt like the max.
And the winner is Rinko Gerard! Team Ueki 1, Team Baro 0!
You did a great job, Rinko. Now we're in the lead by 1 point.
I can't seem to remember much about the last part of the fight. How did I finally manage to beat that guy?
Well,
You had us worried, Rinko. Right after Van called you,
What happened was that your true power emerged while you were unconscious. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, was that it?
Listen up, you guys. From now on, don't ever call Rinko Pipsqueak or Little Bug or anything like that, okay?
but what happens if we forget?
It won't be pretty.
Don't ever speak to me!
Darn. I totally passed out to the max.
Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. I know I've embarrassed myself.
You lost your opponent because of your pride. You know that, right? You had an overwhelming advantage over her, but you underestimated her power. Then when you saw her change so dramatically, you choked. Without even using your true power.
Just wait till next time.
There won't be a next time. Advisor, I understand that those who remain unconscious are removed from the roulette. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Hey, how could you do that to your own teammate?
I just did what I had to do. Van was wounded, and he probably would have lost if he had been chosen again. This way, he won't prevent us from meeting our objective. The single priority of this team is to accomplish its objective. When a member of our team gets carried away by emotion and loses sight of that, wouldn't you agree that they're no longer qualified to accomplish that objective?
The opponents for the next fight are...
Seiichiro Sano, Diego Star.
The second match will be Seiichiro Sano against Diego Star!
Sano! He's a 6-star, and he's got a Raika, so be careful!
Sure, don't worry about it. It's not like I was just sitting around doing nothing between fights, you know.
Let the second match begin!
How are you gonna dodge those? Let's see what kind of power I'm up against this time. How did you do that?
Now, I'm about to put your manhood to the test.
What?
What? I didn't see a thing, and yet Sano still took a major hit. What kind of power is that?
So that's it. Interesting. An invisible sacred weapon.
Yeah, that's right. My power is the power to make objects invisible. I have all the usual sacred weapons, but because of my power, they become totally invisible.
I get it. He used an invisible hood to deflect Sano's boomerangs, and then he counterattacked using his invisible pick or kurogane.
What can you do against a power like that?
That was good for a warm-up, but you're not going to be able to deflect these with the hood. Boomerang cutter! 360 degrees! The hood is only good at defending an attack from a single direction. It can't protect an attack from all sides. Raika! So he moved back a little. He's still within range of my boomerangs. What just happened? Huh? That's right. He must be in one of those areas where powers are ineffective.
Think of me as more than just a man with a power. It's only by combining my intellect with my power that I become a complete man.
Hey, wait! Sano's boomerangs change back into towels just before they reach their target?
It's the power and effective area.
Huh?
If an opponent steps into one of those designated areas, all powers and all weapons used against them are neutralized.
Here I come!
This sucks! I can't see a thing! Guess I'm just gonna have to give him everything I've got! I've got him!
What is he up to?
Now! Super magnetic power!
Raika!
What? How'd he manage to switch sacred weapons so fast like that?
There's no way he could have responded to the boomerangs that quickly, which means he anticipated Sano's move. So you expected it, but it looks as though you weren't able to see anything further than that. How's that? What do you think of my super ball? Magnets aren't only useful for their force of attraction. Two similar poles always repel each other. So you see, the repelling force of a super magnet might be a useful weapon.
I see. You looked 2 moves ahead and anticipated that I'd let my guard down. But I won't let my guard down or allow my pride to get the best of me again. It was a futile attempt.
That's crazy! He stopped it with his bare hand!
Back!
This is not good. There's no way I'm gonna be able to fight back against these invisible sacred weapons. And so far, he's been able to anticipate all of my moves, retreating to the power and effective area at just the right moment. And on top of that, his strength is unbelievable. My regular attacks have no effect on him.
What's the matter? Is that really all you've got?
I've gotta think of something. I've gotta come up with a way to hit this guy without getting knocked out myself.
Guess I'll finish you off.
I've gotta come up with a strategy to land an attack on this guy and not get knocked out in the process. It's gotta be enough to shut him down. Maybe something to do with the forces of attraction and repulsion I can generate with my new super magnetic power. That's it! I'm just gonna give it my best! Boomerang cutter!
He must be getting desperate if he's coming at me like that.
It's not gonna be that easy!
Try this! That was a dirty trick! Be a man! Huh?
Super Ball!
Nice try. That technique didn't work the last time you tried either. Huh? He locked up my foot?
My Super Ball was a diversion.
Oh, I get it. Since your counterattacks have been ineffective, you thought it might help if you'd pin me down. However, my sacred weapons still happen to be invisible.
Hey, look!
Huh? The power and effective area.
Honestly, as long as he's stuck there, his sacred weapons are gonna be totally ineffective. That's Sano. He made it look like he was tired, but he was just trying to maneuver Diego into that spot.
Yeah, but unfortunately in that area, Sano's powers won't have any effect on Diego either.
No. Given what I've learned about him, I'm sure he would have thought of that. And if I'm right, that can only mean one thing. It's just as I thought. He's figured out that both of our powers are ineffective here and intends to fight me with pure strength. How amusing. Guess we'll see who's stronger. Come on.
Episode 43, The Law of the Cutesy Pose. What? How do you accelerate like that?
That's one of those boomerangs he was throwing around before.
I get it! His new power! He set up a kind of super magnetic track by lining up all those metal strips on either side with opposing negative and positive charges. Then, with a magnet strapped to his feet, he pushed himself between the rails, and the interaction of the forces of attraction and repulsion allowed him to accelerate.
What? You mean he's like some kind of magnetic train?
Even though my power will be ineffective in that area, if I can just keep accelerating, I'm not gonna need it. You actually thought I'd try and fight you with nothing but my strength? There's a lesson to be learned in all of this. You know, I once received some really good advice from someone. Only by combining your knowledge and your power will you become a true man.
Alright! We won another match! Way to go, Sano! Honestly, that was excellent!
Huh? This guy's tough. I guess I'll have to finish you off.
I've got one of my invisible sacred weapons aimed right at you. If you so much as set one foot outside that area, with all the strength I've got this time, I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't get up!
Oh no! He's still in the power ineffective area, and it's almost been 10 seconds!
Get out of there, Sano! You got 3 seconds! 2 seconds! 1 second!
Sano!
I can't move. If I do, I'm dead.
10 seconds are up! The winner of this match is Diego Star! Team Ueki won, Team Baro won!
We're not losing. They just tied it, that's all.
Yeah, but how are we gonna win any more fights if we're up against guys like that? Even Sano couldn't beat him!
He's out cold!
What an idiot. I guess he really was willing to take it to the limit in order to win. That was impressive for an old man.
I'm your age.
He won the match, lost the fight. Are we supposed to give credit to Sano, who was able to defeat a significantly stronger opponent like Diego by using his mind? Well, I guess it serves him right for not devising a proper strategy before going into his fight with Sano.
What are you talking about, Kill Norton? We should be praising Diego.
It's my deepest respect for you, Baro.
Don't you want to watch the match, Father?
Well, I already know the outcome. They'll become as cold-hearted as they need to be in order to achieve their objective. I think someone from Team Ueki may have to be sacrificed, but who knows how they'll choose to play it. I'd be happy if in the 4th round they wiped out everyone except you. It's almost time. It will soon be our turn, Hanan, to serve our clan and fulfill our destiny.
I suppose.
Time for the 3rd match! Start the roulette! Kill Norton, Imori!
Wait! Hang on just a minute!
The opponents for the 3rd match are Imori and...
I said hang on!
Kill Norton!
This is not good. We still haven't figured out how Ai is supposed to get her opponent to meet her limiting condition. If she goes into that fight now, she'll be knocked out for sure.
Imori, please make your way to the fighting field.
Calm down. Let's double check your limiting condition. Let's see. Your limiting condition was...
So then, Miss Mori's power is the power to change her opponent into a lover of eyeglasses. And the limiting condition is... a cutesy pose! You gotta make the opponent you want to use your power on strike that pose first!
A cutesy pose? The pose where you have to raise your fist to your mouth while kicking your right leg up behind you? You've got to try and make your opponent do that?
Yeah, but the problem is that I have no idea how to make him do it!
Well, what'd you do when you fought Memory?
Striking that pose was her idea. I had nothing to do with it.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's true.
This sucks. It's one thing to strike that kind of pose on your own, but trying to get your opponent to do it is next to impossible. But until she figures out a way to make that happen, she can't use her power. This really is a tricky limiting condition.
Hey, how about this?
Huh?
It'll smell really nice if you rub your wrists together. Huh? Really? You just stepped in dog poop with your right foot. Oh!
There's the cutesy pose!
Yeah, you're right! And it happened naturally!
No one's gonna fall for that!
It just might work!
All right! You can do it, Ai!
Okay, I'll give it a try! Thanks, Hideyoshi!
No, wait! It won't work! This is not good! I've got to figure out a way for her to meet that limiting condition and fast! What can she do? Come on, think! Oh man! I can't come up with a single thing! Darn! He actually did it! Go for it, I!
Right! The power to change my opponent into a lover of eyeglasses!
This match is as good as over.
Now, if you don't want me to break these glasses, then you'd better blow yourself up right now!
No.
What? Isn't he supposed to love them?
Yeah, he clearly met her limiting condition.
True. I am a lover of eyeglasses, which is precisely the reason that I won't blow myself up. After all, I can't risk falling down or I might damage my own beloved glasses.
Not to worry, He's become a lover of eyeglasses now. You just have to order him to take them off before he takes himself out.
Sano, I'd appreciate it if you didn't underestimate me. I do have an IQ of 179.
What?
I'm the type of person who always prepares a strategy on how to best defeat his opponent before going into battle. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that I've already prepared a strategy for Miss Mori here as well. You want me to take my glasses off? I don't think that's a possibility. And here's why. I've glued them to my ears. Do you understand now? It would be impossible for you to convince me to blow myself up. After all, I wouldn't want to risk damaging my own glasses. Because there's nothing more important to me than my glasses. Not even my own life.
Don't worry about it, As long as you've got your glasses with you, he can't really risk an attack. And if you see him making a run for the power and effective area, you can just threaten to break them if he doesn't stop.
Right! He's a lover of eyeglasses now, so he'd never do anything to damage my glasses either. Okay, I can do this!
What the?
I get it. You assume that I won't attack you because you're wearing a pair of glasses. But I've prepared for that as well.
Don't do it! He plans to take your glasses away from you! You don't want to get too close to this guy!
I know! That's why I stashed my glasses in my bag. But instead, I'm planning on taking his, even if it means I have to break them. He can't attack me, and if I can break his glasses now, then maybe I can convince him to blow himself up!
I've prepared a plan for that too. With you like this, I'm free to attack at will. The idea to hide your glasses so that I wouldn't be able to take them was pretty obvious.
Get out of there! Now! If he gets your glasses, there's nothing to stop him from using his sacred weapon.
No way! You let go!
Do it, Now that his glasses are broken, you can probably convince him to take himself out.
Oh, yeah, right. Listen, if you don't want me to break these, you'd better do what I say.
I did prepare myself for the possibility that my glasses might be broken by accident. But I never imagined I'd be this sad about it. How could you? How could you break your own glasses? They're the only shield you have to protect yourself. They're your only remaining lifeline. I'll tell you one thing. If you break those, I am going to...
There!
Huh? She broke them!
Unfortunately for you, I was prepared for that as well. After seeing how distressed I became at seeing my own glasses broken, you thought that breaking a second pair would prove to be too much for me, and the shock would knock me out. Am I right? But I think you've underestimated me. In fact, your actions have only strengthened my resolve. Now with my sacred weapon, I'm about to present you with the most dreadful end imaginable. With your own hands, you destroyed the one thing that might have been able to save you.
Don't stop! Move it! Hurry! Get out of there!
If only you had another pair of glasses, maybe you could save yourself.
I bought 100 of them.
She bought 100 of them?
Do you get it now? I practically have an unlimited supply of eyeglasses, so it's no big deal to me if I break a pair or two.
I didn't expect this at all. Now there's no way I can keep from blowing myself up. If she tells me to do it now, this fight is over.
I'll give you 10 seconds. After that, I'll destroy these glasses. You have two choices. You can blow yourself up before I finish counting, or try and save these glasses and be crushed by this rock. So, what's it gonna be?
What? You're basically saying I'll get knocked out no matter what I choose.
Yeah.
You're evil! Darn! This is perfect. She's giving me 10 seconds to come up with a solution to this predicament. You've made a big mistake giving me, a guy with a 179 IQ, 10 whole seconds.
I'm gonna start counting.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No! I didn't expect her to count so fast. I'm Gil Norton, and I've got an IQ of 179.
Life wouldn't be much fun if it was always predictable.
The winner is iMovie!
All right! That was close. By the way, I wonder what his sacred weapon was.
I have no idea.
I'm a fool.
I'm back!
Way to go, I!
We're up 2-1 now.
With one more win, we can take this series!
Yeah,
Those glasses sure were a surprise. Where did you get them?
they're dollar store toys. The first pair was a toy, too.
I just don't get it. Aren't these guys supposed to be Celestials just like Ueki and Robert? Who'd have thought there'd be such big differences between them? Honestly, you're no match for us! How about it, huh? Come on!
You haven't even fought yet.
I know! And we'll keep on winning until I do!
What the?
Well, honestly, I'm useless at stuff like this!
At least you're humble.
What's the matter, Sano?
Nothing.
Time for the fourth match! Start the roulette! Borrow echelon!
It figures Borrow's up. I guess we should have expected that since his 3 teammates are unconscious.
What about our side?
Seiichiro Sano!
Again?
For the third match, it's Borrow Echelon and Seiichiro Sano!
You just finished fighting. This isn't fair. Sano, you haven't recovered.
Yeah, but those are the rules. As long as you're still conscious, your name is eligible to be chosen for the next fight. That's why Baro attacked Van and knocked him out. He lost and became a liability to their team. You see?
Sano.
Ueki. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but to be honest, I'm not sure I can survive another direct hit from a sacred weapon.
Sano may have kept a stiff upper lip, but he must have really gotten hurt in his match against Diego.
If that's what happens, I'll let myself be thrown into the power and effective area and wait for the 10 seconds. Then we'll be tied at 2 points each and we won't be able to avoid a 5th match. Listen to me. I'll do my best to reveal his power so we can use that to our advantage in the final match. Right now, you're the only one on this team who can defeat Baro. We'll just have to hope that your name will come up on the final roulette.
Begin!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
No problem. Don't worry about it. I just happened to overhear. Something about you trying to reveal my power?
I wonder if he's letting his guard down because he thinks I was injured in my fight against Diego. Well, that would be fine by me. What's the matter? Don't you think I can figure it out?
No, just the opposite.
What do you mean?
I mean, you just might find out sooner than you think. However, it's not gonna matter either way. Kurogane!
Huh? You mean it's just a regular Kurogane? That's it?
Raika!
Is it possible that there's no secret to his sacred weapons? When he says it doesn't matter either way, does he mean there's nothing special to reveal?
Kurogane!
If it's just a regular sacred weapon, I can stop with my iron shield! Huh? What
the? Sono! What was that? 2 different balls? From 2 separate directions? Impossible! It can't be!
Sano. It's no good. I can't get up this time. But I did figure it out. I know what his power is now. And I've gotta say, it's a very impressive one. It's like fighting against time.
Darn it! Sano can't even move! He's gonna get tossed into the power and effective area and lose the match!
I've managed to reveal his power. Now all we can hope for is that Ueki gets picked in the final roulette draw. I've lost this fight. Do what you gotta do.
Ah! Hey! Don't do it! Sano can't even move! What's the point of that? Hey!
Stop it!
Kurogane.
And the winner of the fourth match is Baro Echelot!
I did tell him that it wouldn't matter if he figured out what my power was. I just had to make sure he couldn't tell anyone else.
Baro! Tell me! Why? Sano didn't have any strength left to fight back!
Why?
Now for the fifth and final match!
It's because he figured out what my power is. I had to make sure that he wouldn't have a chance to tell you about it. That's all. If you were to have found out the secret of my power, it might have resulted in us not being able to achieve our objective. And nothing's more important.
For the deciding match, it's Baro Echelot versus...
Nothing else matters.
Kousuke Ueki!
Baro!
What are you gonna do if you don't know what his power is? Then even though he's an 8-star like you, you're still at a total disadvantage! Hey, Ueki!
No, that's where you're wrong. You said that he's an 8-star just like Kousuke, but the fact of the matter is, Kosuke's not an 8-star anymore.
Really? What then?
Come on, take a good look at me.
Your face! The eyes aren't shining!
That's right. Kosuke's now a 0-star. He's lost all of his sacred weapons.
His level 2 is the power to reverse an opponent's power.
That's right. All of our powers are about changing a specific thing A into something else B, but Ueki's level 2 power reverses the process, changing B back into A. Bombs go back to being beads. Iron changes back into towels. And also, images from the past which have been changed into current reality are no longer real. They return to being nothing more than things from the past.
So then an attack from a sacred weapon in the past will completely disappear in the present.
Ueki.
Not only that, but Kosuke's got his sacred weapons back! If he combines them with his level 2...
Kurogane. Level 2, reverse!
The power to change an image from the past into current reality!
Level 2 sacred weapon! Now he'll be able to neutralize all his opponent's powers!
So you can make my attack disappear. I almost wish you can make my past disappear as easily.
Your past?
Yeah.
Episode 45, The Law of the Past Attack.
Sacred weapons. Make it all disappear!
Level 2! Reverse!
You're way too soft! Don't you have any guts?
What are you saying? That you wouldn't care at all if your entire past got erased? Is that it?
Not just my past. In order to achieve my objective, I'd be willing to abandon absolutely everything. Pick! And if you're really committed to achieving your objective, you should be willing to do the same! Namihana! And if I end up losing even more than that in the process, I don't really care. Ranma!
Huh? Wait a second! I thought we figured out that Baro didn't use the pick Namihana or Ranma.
Each of those sacred weapons must remain physically connected to the person who chooses to use them. When Baro uses his power, past images of himself also become part of the current reality. But if Baro from the past was hit by an attack, he'd still feel it in the present. That's why he hasn't used those weapons until now.
Yeah, but everything's different now that Ueki has his level 2. His new power can totally neutralize Baro's deja vu sacred weapons. The only chance Baro has of defeating Ueki is right now, before he masters his level 2 power.
I honestly don't care about anything else but achieving my objective. And if that means I've got to keep on using these detestable sacred weapons of mine over and over again, so be it.
I thought someone was breaking in. But it was just my mother, coming home from work a little earlier than expected. My mother was never the same after that day, and I can't even remember what her voice sounds like anymore. It was also when I first discovered what a monster I am.
There, it's finished.
Hey, Mom! It's really nice out today. See, look! I remember something you once told me, that if a painting is good enough, it has the potential to move people's spirits. Guess my pictures aren't good, because they don't seem to be able to do that for you. These lousy pictures won't do. They gotta get better. I gotta try harder. I can do it! I know I can! Not good enough. Not good enough. They've gotta be better. Hey, Mom. I'm home. I'm pretty sure my latest work is finally good enough.
Hurry up. Grab what you want, and let's get out of here. Hang on. Someone's here. Oh, man. I think she saw me. What?
Mother! You get your hands off my mother!
Hey, Mom! Are you okay? Say something! Please!
You're awake?
already known for years that she wasn't my real mother. But I still wanted to go on living with her, as though we were a real family. But I guess I was asking for too much. Because in the end, I'm just a monster.
You're Baro, aren't you? You're taking care of your bedridden mother who was in some kind of accident?
Get away from me! I'm such a horrible monster! I don't even know why you'd want to talk to me! I can't even paint a picture beautiful enough to touch my mother's heart! It's all my fault!
Don't worry.
We're just like you.
We're monsters. We could really use someone with your power on our team. If you'd be willing to join us, I would give you anything your heart desires. So what do you wish for? Tell me.
I want to live with my mother. I want to bring her back to who she was with the power of my pictures. And I want to become a human. I'm going to become a human being no matter what. Then I can finally say goodbye to these horrible sacred weapons forever. And I don't even care if that means I've got to give up the life I could have had. The power to change an image from the past into current reality.
Namihana! Level 2! Reverse!
Looks like you missed one. Get ready. This is it. Ueki, watch out!
He pretended to miss that pick on purpose. Stop using your power right now.
Don't tell me. He missed that one so he could attack my image from the past?
Get rid of that image! Baro!
But of course, it's my past.
Mother?
Baro! Pick!
This fight is over!
Mother.
What's that picture you're drawing, Baro? I'd love to see it. Can you show it to me?
Yeah, but I'm not nearly as good at this stuff as you are, you know.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
See? It's you! I guess it's not very good. Huh? I'll never forget something my mother said to me that day. The power to change an image from the past into current reality.
Being good or bad at something isn't important. Just pour your heart into it. And if you do that, you're sure to touch people's spirits.
I get it now. The reason my paintings couldn't open my mother's heart was that I was so obsessed with improving my skill that I neglected to put my heart into my work. It wasn't because I was a monster, after all.
Thank you so much, Baro.
Winner of the fifth match,
Kousuke Ueki! And that means Team Ueki has won the final battle of the third round!
That brings round 3 to an end. And these are the overall standings. Team Ueki and Team Barrow each have 3 wins and 1 loss. Team Capucho and Team Marilyn each have 2 wins and 2 losses.
Well, I guess that's it for us.
And Team Grotto has 4 losses. So that means Team Ueki and Team Barrow will be advancing to the 4th round.
Looks like we'll finally get a chance to fight Ueki.
Hey, are you alright? Barrow.
You're okay.
I'm not the kind of person who can turn my back on everything I believe in just to achieve an objective. And I wouldn't want to be either. But, You did it, Ueki!
Yeah! Honestly, we're going to the 4th round! Way to go, Ueki!
Well, I guess that's it. The third round is over.
So far, we've been able to keep it going just like you wanted. And we haven't even run into very many problems either. But I'm interested to know, how do you plan to proceed from this point forward? And what are you going to do about those infernals? Your Majesty, you have radically changed the entire format of this battle game, which only had 2 rounds originally. You even turned the 2nd round into a lottery. And then you went ahead and added a 3rd and 4th round. At first, I didn't mind because I thought it was just another one of your whims or something like that.
This guy Hannon, the one you think is Robert, attacked us and kept us from getting back here in time for our match. I'm telling you the truth. He even told us that he's an infernal.
If that story of hers is true, it actually all makes sense. I understand. You only wanted to avoid as many casualties as possible in the 3rd round, which is admirable, but you're the one who allowed him to advance by rigging the lottery draw.
Yeah, so what's the problem? Pipsqueak?
He really doesn't care? Well, I wouldn't say there's a problem. It's just that you could have at least shared your plans with me.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was worth all the hassle.
If this guy wasn't the king, I'd punch his lights out.
I'm just kidding. But like you said, all I wanted to do was avoid any major problems. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I suppose there's something else you should know.
Huh?
It happened about 25 years ago.
Your Majesty, you're the king now, and you have responsibilities to attend to.
But I hate all that stuff. It's such a hassle.
You haven't even begun to address some of the urgent matters left behind by the previous king.
It's not like becoming king was my choice, okay? The last guy didn't even ask what I wanted before he made me his successor. I mean, how boring is it to just choose the next king?
Well, whether or not it's boring isn't really the issue here.
Well, I'm making it an issue. My motto is, if you're gonna do something, why not make it as fun and interesting as possible? In those days, while I was assuming the duties of the previous king, I was confronted with a huge problem. It had to do with a particular underworld group who called themselves the Guardian Clan. Throughout history, there's always been some kind of conflict between the Celestials and the people of the underworld. But the king at that time and his equal in the underworld negotiated a treaty, and the fighting stopped. As the conflict was replaced by peace, the memories of war began to fade from people's minds. Unfortunately, this wasn't true of the Infernals. Because even though the Celestial world and the Underworld were enjoying a time of peace, they refused to accept it. The Guardian Clan members were the only ones in the Underworld capable of possessing others in order to assume their powers. For tens of thousands of years now, generation after generation, they have been waiting for their chance to take over the Celestial world and gain control of the talent of blank. Ugh, this is totally outrageous! Just who do you guys think you are, anyway?
Do you mean me? Did I do something wrong?
I can't take it. I'm going for a walk.
Hey! You're going to the human world, aren't you? You've got a lot of work to do!
Human world? It sure is nice to be back in the human world. Maybe I'll go to a disco and dance the night away. Huh?
Hey, come on! Leave me alone! Do you want me to call the police?
Huh?
The police?
Oops, I guess I got that wrong again, didn't I? I didn't mean to say police, I meant to say police. How silly of me.
You're pretty, you know. What school did you go to?
I go to Hinokuni Junior High.
Isn't that the new school? The one that's right around the corner? I think there's a bowling alley around here, too.
Now's my chance. Irresistible kick!
Why'd you do that? I'll get you! You're gonna pay my doctor's bill!
But it was simply irresistible! You've got to help me! There's a couple of hoodlums after me!
I'm not sure what to do here. The king of the celestial world isn't supposed to involve himself in human disputes.
Out of our way! Who do you think you are?
Well, if you really want to know, I'm the celestial king.
Quit messing around, you washed-up old loser.
What did you just say?
Wasn't it something about you looking like a loser?
Shut up!
Huh? Well, you asked.
The way I look is a fashion statement and represents my inner being! You fool! That's a royal technique! The technique of a king!
Wow, you're really strong. Thank you very much. I'm not sure why, but bullies like picking on me.
Well, it might have something to do with the fact that you kicked him in the face.
Maybe. Let me do something to pay you back.
Well, don't worry about it.
Come on, I insist.
I don't have any choice in the matter.
How rude of me. I completely forgot to introduce myself. Ha! Silly me. My name is Haruko. Haruko Ueki. Nice to meet you.
The chance encounter I had with that girl 25 years ago was what got me started in this battle game.
Now's my chance. Irresistible!
Human world. It's been 25 years since the day I first met her. I went to the human world to clear my head. As the new king, I've been trying to figure out what to do about an underworld tribe called the Guardian Clan, whose goal has always been to take control of the celestial world.
Hey, come back here!
Huh? Hmm?
You've got to help me. There's a couple of hoodlums after me.
Huh?
Out of our way! Who do you think you are?
Well, if you really want to know, I'm the celestial king.
Quit messing around, you washed-up old loser.
What did you just say?
Wasn't it something about you looking like a loser?
Shut up!
Huh? Well, you asked.
The way I look is a fashion statement and represents my inner being! You fool! That's a royal technique! The technique of a king!
Thank you very much. I'm not sure why, but bullies like picking on me. I appreciate your help. Let me do something to pay you back, okay?
Huh? That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Oh, come on, I insist.
I don't have any choice in the matter.
Oh, how rude of me. I completely forgot to introduce myself. Silly me. My name is Haruko. Haruko Ueki. Nice to meet you.
Episode 46, The Law of the King, the Maiden, and the Future.
Thankfully, we've managed to get through the third round together, and...
Congratulations, Team Ueki.
It's about time for a party!
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna make an extra special meal for the celebration tonight. Any special requests, Ueki?
I like the one with the... Hey, what's the date today anyway?
I'm not positive, but I think it's the 7th.
Oh, alright then. How about...
Huh?
Ueki. Oh, you're home.
That's right. I just got back.
Sorry about this. I'm sure you've got a lot of studying to do.
What are you talking about? This is a really important day. I'll get started right away. I wonder if Kousuke is going to make it home for dinner.
Well, I don't think the celestial world is a place where you can just come and go as you please, so I kinda doubt it.
I'm so worried about him. I don't know what to do. Hey, Kousuke! Are you okay? Have you scraped your knee or anything? Are you remembered to eat properly? Hey, Dad, do you think the celestial worlds close to China?
I think it's probably closer to Africa.
Hey, Kousuke!
Shoko, you're yelling towards Akihabara. Huh?
Haruko Ueki?
That's right. If it wasn't for that chance encounter, I may have never thought of starting this whole battle game with junior high students in the first place.
Huh?
Huh?
You sure like curry, don't ya?
Yeah, but can't you see that if you're forced to eat this much of anything, no matter how good it is in the beginning, you're gonna get sick of it?
But I took you to my favorite place. I can't believe you don't like it.
Don't cry!
I ate it all.
That's so amazing. I can hardly believe it. I didn't think you'd ever be able to eat all of that. I don't know how you fit it in.
What?
Okay, now it's on to the next repayment.
The next?
Of course. You're my hero, and I owe you big time for what you did for me.
Really, it's okay, you know? I mean, you don't have to repay me for helping you out.
What's that? Well, I have this feeling that maybe if I do something nice for you in return, then good things will continue to happen.
Talk about childish optimism.
So you're gonna have to let me pay you back until I think it's all right, even if it takes us all day.
What have I gotten myself into here? The zoo?
You mean you haven't heard? Right now, Lon Lon the panda is here in Japan on a special visit.
Panda? Big deal.
Ah! Look, there he is! There's Lon Lon! Ah! Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen a real panda in my whole life! I can't believe this is happening! Hey, look! He's moving! Oh, adorable! What's that? Ah! Lon Lon, I'm coming!
So she just wanted to come and see the panda? What in the world am I doing here anyway?
Hey, mister! Mister!
Oh man, what's it gonna be this time?
Could you help me, please?
She's being mauled by that thing! Hey, what do you think you're doing in there? And how did you get in there in the first place?
He looked hungry, so I thought I'd feed him some bamboo leaves.
King 300, Haruko 0.
If you're no good at bowling, what are we doing here?
Not good.
You made yourself sick spinning that thing!
Come on, you smile.
Are they?
What? You mean you've never heard of them? They're the superstar pop duo, the Pink Rabbits! I was so lucky to get a hold of these 2 tickets for the concert today. And by the way, the one on the right is Bunny and the one on the left is Robbie.
Ah, right.
And now, in case you didn't know, today's Father's Day! And we're offering commemorative photos to everyone who brought their fathers today!
This is so lame. Huh?
Father, let's go get our photo.
What? No way!
Thank you so much for doing this for me.
Yeah, sure.
I was actually supposed to go to that show with my boyfriend, but then I wouldn't have been able to get this great photo.
I guess she's totally forgotten the purpose of all this. So, why wasn't your boyfriend able to make it to the show today?
I figured that he probably wouldn't be interested because he's so focused on his writing. But that kind of dedication can be so wonderful.
Now's my chance. Finally, I managed to get away from her.
Oh my gosh!
Huh? What?
I can't get my foot out!
Hang on, ma'am! I'm gonna come and help you!
No, you can't! There's not enough time!
I guess this must be my punishment. Yesterday I was so bored that I finished the crossword puzzle my grandson was working on without asking him. He was so upset with me when he found out. This is what I get for being such an inconsiderate person.
Oh no, it looks like she's already starting to give up hope.
That's right. I'm also to blame for the high price of consumer goods, the smog choking the city, all of it. It's my fault.
Now she's taking the blame for absolutely everything that's wrong with the entire planet!
Then that's it. She's totally giving up.
I could easily rescue that old lady, and I'd like to, but as Celestial King, I'm not really supposed to interfere in the lives of human beings. That's one of the rules of the Celestial world. I'm sorry. Huh? What?
I'm gonna help you get out of here, but we gotta hurry.
Never mind me, dear. After all, how could I ever face my grandson Hiroshi again?
Come on, you can't give up. What? There's no reason to give up on life over some little thing that's already happened. I'm sure your grandson wouldn't want that either. Even though you may have had an argument with him yesterday, you might be able to make up for it tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then maybe the day after. And if not the day after, then maybe by next week. Who knows?
Oh, my dear girl.
I'm studying to become a nurse someday, and I have to read a lot of textbooks and work very hard. I'm only thinking about one thing lately, my future. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying every day. Even just knowing you're going to be around to enjoy a nice day tomorrow is enough to make me feel happy, too.
I see. It's not that this girl is simply childishly optimistic. She really is genuinely happy because she believes in a better future.
I got it! Oh.
Give me a break! This girl's nothing but trouble! Neither one of you is going to enjoy tomorrow if you're both dead. This little stunt's going to get me into a lot of trouble, that's for sure. That's the moment I first realized what I had to do. What the Guardian clan needed wasn't really power or more territory. What they really needed was a future.
I'm so sorry. Here I was trying to repay you for rescuing me, but instead you ended up having to save me a second time. I truly am very sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. After all, because of you, I learned something of great value.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
That perhaps it's the kids who can still look to the future with hope that will guide those of us who are trapped in the past onto the path of righteousness. That's it. When it comes time for me to choose the next king, I'll have kids like Haruko fight it out against the Guardian clan. For some reason, they're after the talent of blank. So if I made that the grand prize, I'm sure they'd find a way to compete in the tournament.
Got it. It may not be appropriate to give you something like this to pay you back. I actually bought these for my boyfriend, but I want you to have them.
Uh-huh?
They look great on you. They really do.
Of course they do. There's nothing that doesn't look good on me. Now how about if I give you my earring in return?
Oh, are you sure about that? You really want to give that to me?
It's something I thought you'd like.
Yeah, of course.
So that was how the idea of having these battles first came to me.
Right.
But now it's starting to look like my master plan may not work out.
Huh?
I had another reason for letting the Infernals advance to the 4th round. I wanted them to see all these young kids fighting for the future so they would finally understand how foolish it is to cling to the past so tightly.
Your Majesty.
But I can't let those kids go any further. This isn't their problem, and I won't sacrifice them to the Infernals. They'll get one more chance, then they'd better prepare for the worst.
I've been waiting for you, Your Majesty. Thanks to you, Robert has been able to advance to the 4th round. And now that we've come this far, the final result hardly matters.
Enough! Why don't you reveal your true identity? Let's just drop this whole ridiculous tournament charade, Margaret. Or should I say, descendant of the Infernals.
So, you've known all along?
Of course, I saw right through it. It was as obvious as knowing that a delivery boy on a bicycle in a cartoon will definitely wipe out at some point.
And you were almost 100% sure, huh? All along. I thought I was projecting a nearly perfect representation of Margaret. You must be very observant. It's no wonder that everyone refers to you as being the most astute and knowledgeable monarch of all the kings throughout history.
Oh yeah, I guess I am, because when I put my mind to it, I can sort out even the most difficult dilemmas in the blink of an eye!
At the same time, it's obvious why they also call you the most arrogant and conceited monarch of all the kings throughout history.
What did you say to me?
But that's exactly what kept me guessing this whole time. When I think back on it now, I suppose it all seemed a little forced and unnatural. I was quite surprised when you didn't realize that Pug and myself sent our sons down to the human world before the 10-year statute of limitations expired. But you actually knew all along and pretended not to. Is that it?
I thought that if you guys started to run amok, a bunch of human kids wouldn't have a chance. For insurance, I decided to send a bunch of Celestials down to the human world as well, so that when the time was right, they'd be ready to enter the tournament.
I get it now. That's why there's no rule against Celestials entering and participating in these particular battle games. You thought the Celestials would notice the loophole and decide to send their kids down to the human world in order to compete.
Yeah, but it seems as though you've managed to find a way to use that loophole against me. That's all coming to an end right now. I want you to leave Margaret's body immediately.
What are you gonna do if I don't?
Ranma! Why do you want to take over the celestial world so bad in the first place? I don't understand! You're still fighting for something that happened in the past! Many years ago, I met a wonderful young girl who taught me the importance of believing in a better future.
And you're hoping we'll all take that lesson to heart and start living for the future, like that girl?
Actually, she passed away 12 years ago. There was an accident.
Here you go, Mom. This one's for you. We're having chicken curry this year.
Curry and rice. That was always your mother's favorite. No one made it better than she did.
But this is the first time Kousuke hasn't been here with us for this special occasion.
I'm sure he wanted to be here, but he's in a different world. Now come on, let's eat before it gets cold.
Your mother was always such an optimistic person, and we should all be more like her. There's no point in sulking and being so negative all the time. We gotta keep looking on the bright side.
Honestly, that's the truth.
So, every year on the anniversary of your mother's death, your family gathers to share a meal of rice and curry in remembrance?
Yeah, it's become one of our family traditions.
Kousuke, I understand what you're saying, but this curry looks kind of gross.
Hey, you got a problem with my cooking? It's just an ordinary curry dish. If you don't like it, that's tough.
She wasn't even 30 years old, but I have no doubt that she had a very happy and fulfilling life. And it's because she always looked ahead, believing in a brighter future. But it's much more than that. Many people have since followed in her footsteps. That choice is open to you as well. But you have to be willing to abandon the past and embrace the future.
Huh? It looks as though you and I have completely opposing views on how life should be lived.
Oh well, I guess I'm wasting my time even talking to you.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but when it comes down to our goals for the celestial world, we're not going to be as easily undermined as you hoped we'd be.
Then I suppose you and I are going to have to settle this argument once and for all. The outcome will determine whose approach to life is superior, my optimistic hopes for the future, or your sadly outdated dreams of the past. We're not going to get anywhere fighting like this.
It seems as though there's only one sacred weapon capable of defeating you. 10-star sacred weapon! Arch enemy!
Hooray! We advanced to the fourth and final round! I can't believe we actually made it this far! This is really it! The last round of the battles! Wait, who's she anyway? I know that he is the king of the celestial world, and this whole tournament was his idea to begin with. What? That's Ueki's mother? Wow! She's so cute!
Even though you may have had an argument with him yesterday, you might be able to make up for it tomorrow.
Huh.
Even just knowing you're going to be around to enjoy a nice day tomorrow is enough to make me feel happy too.
Many years ago, I met a wonderful young girl who taught me the importance of believing in a better future. But what you have to be willing to do right now is abandon the past and embrace the future. Then I suppose you've left me no choice. We'll have to decide right here and now whose outlook on life is better.
It seems as though there's only one sacred weapon capable of defeating you. 10-star sacred weapon! Arch enemy!
Episode 47, The Law of Hanan the King. Hey, where is everyone?
I thought you'd already gone to bed, Ueki.
Yeah, but I had trouble falling asleep.
Everyone else just went out for a walk. I guess all of us are too nervous to sleep tonight. I kept waking up too.
Oh well. For better or worse, after the fourth round tomorrow, this will all be over. Let's do our best, okay? Because I want to be proud to say that I knew you all after this.
What are you talking about, Ueki? Just because the battle's over doesn't mean we'll never see each other again. After all, we both still go to the same junior high school, remember? I suppose it all comes down to whether we can beat that Hanan guy or not.
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted you to have this.
What is it exactly?
It's some kind of amulet. My father gave it to me the last time I went home. I think you're gonna need it more than I will. After all, as far as our team goes, you're still the one who's most likely to get hurt. May the divine force always protect you.
You don't have to be so condescending. And what's this divine force? You mean the king, right? Huh?
So let's win tomorrow. What do you say, I?
Yeah.
After all this time, tomorrow we head into the 4th and final round. Everyone gave it their best today.
I may not be the strongest, but I never want to lose again!
Only by combining your knowledge and your power will you become a true man.
I'll destroy all these glasses in 10 seconds.
Thanks for believing in me, Tenko.
We can say nice things like just believe in him, but isn't his life 100 times more important than that?
Or maybe I'm just all talk.
We finally realized that we've been depending on you to take care of us for way too long. From now on, we can start taking care of ourselves. After all, you taught us everything we need to know.
Oh man! What on earth am I doing here anyway?
We've been going at this for some time, but finally the end is in our sights. All right! How about it? Let's practice a little, Rinko.
I guess you're right, but...
You're thinking about Robert, aren't you? I guess that means you still like him.
What do you mean?
I can't say it's ever happened to me personally, but my grandfather used to say that once you fall for someone, you'll always have feelings for them, no matter what eventually comes between you.
That's true.
Don't you worry. It'll all work out in the end. We'll get Robert back for you. That is, after we finally defeated Hanan once and for all.
Yeah!
Haha!
What do you think that could be?
It's coming from over there!
Honestly, what is that?
Hey, wait, that's...
There used to be a huge mountain right over there, and now all that's left of it is a crater!
This is just crazy! What could cause this kind of destruction? Watch out! The king! Wait a minute! I think that was Margaret! Why are they fighting each other?
What on earth is going on here anyway?
Kurogane! Ranma! Kurogane! Mash! Gulliver! Namihana!
Could these guys have caused this level of devastation?
don't understand. How cruelly we've been treated, and the horrible things we've had to endure. You just wouldn't understand that, would you? And the future means nothing to me!
If that's your idea of getting revenge, it's pathetic! Now it's my turn!
Not bad! For a king, you stink pretty bad. You do put up a good fight, though.
Hey, come on! I'm not the one who stinks around here. I'm always as fresh can be. Looks to me like we've both taken this as far as we can. Even our archenemies seem to be running out of energy.
So, you've been keeping track all along?
Archenemy? Are they talking about a 10-star sacred weapon? Unreal! I never would have thought it could cause this kind of destruction. Who knew a sacred weapon was capable of such power?
Seems we won't be settling this after all. You, the one who continues to live in the past, and me who lives looking toward the future. It seems like a shame that we won't reach a decision as to which path is the right one.
Don't mess around. You never had any intention of having a real fight in the first place. I happen to know that you have an item in your possession that renders all sacred weapons ineffective. I believe you call it Mr. Stopper. And since you've had it with you this whole time, I can only assume that I didn't have any chance of winning this fight. Like playing games, don't you? Did you really think you'd be able to make me change my ways after all this time? Well, I don't consider the way I've lived up to this point to be wrong. Because the present wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the past. Feel free to laugh all you want if you think I'm just a fool. But this is who I am, and that's what it means to be a part of the Guardian clan. But I guess in order to enjoy the present, you have to believe in the future. How about we just leave it at that? Let's just call it a draw, okay?
Maybe now the fourth round will be a little bit safer.
I'm afraid you're wrong about that, Father. The only thing that matters in life is to be as powerful as possible. Your Majesty, I'll take over the fourth round on your behalf. Thank you, Your Majesty. But I'm afraid your time as king has come to an end.
What happened?
I'm sorry about that, Father. But you know, truth be told, I never cared much for the Guardian clan and their talk about age-old problems. This is as good a time as any to tell you that despite the hopes and dreams you may have had for me, I don't have any interest in continuing on in the family tradition.
What? Hannon, take that back!
It shouldn't come as a surprise. I have dreams too, you know. It's never a good idea for parents to assume their kids will always do what they're expected to.
So, you have a dream. Why didn't you tell me about it?
I didn't think it was worth mentioning to you. It's not very original or anything, just a simple little dream, that's all. Ah, this must be Mr. Stopper. This should come in handy. Your Majesty... Your Majesty... Oh good, you're still alive. You had me worried there for a second. Guess you're not the king for nothing. I understand this may be short notice, but seeing as how I'm going to be the one in charge from this point forward, I'd like to change some of the rules for the 4th round. I hope that's okay with you.
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, but I'm the creator of this particular game. I'm the only one that has any authority to change the rules or preside over any of the matches.
Huh? Oh, come on, please, Your Majesty. Even I expected more from you than this. You see, it just so happens I'm one of the Guardian clan.
No, don't tell me you're...
This is gonna taste great.
Oh!
He swallowed him! What are these infernals anyway? Some kind of monsters?
I am Hannon the Infernal. I can use all the power of the one whom I possess. I have Robert's power to change ideals into reality and his sacred weapons.
And now he's just possessed the king. So does that mean he's absorbed all of his powers as well? So tell me, did you plan on taking over this battle right from the very beginning? If so, why did you wait till now to do it?
In order to ensure that my dreams come true, I have to fight an opponent who is exceptionally talented. I figured out that the 3rd round was the right time for that opponent to develop and become stronger. That's why I instructed Barrow and those guys not to hold back. You said that it didn't matter what happened, as long as they were able to wipe out every one of their opponents but me. But I knew that if they didn't fight as hard as they could, Ueki and the others wouldn't get any stronger.
What'd he say? The only reason we had to fight Team Barrow was so that we had a chance to become stronger?
Life wouldn't be much fun if it was always predictable.
Does that mean we won all those matches because we got stronger while we were fighting? Hannon, are you saying this was all part of your master plan? Darn it! Ugh!
Now then... well, I guess that's the king for you. He's got the ideal power for laying a path, and that's exactly what I need right now, so I might as well use it. Super sacred weapon. Creation!
Rico!
Well, I guess that'll have to do. It's the path. And now, with the holographic option on Mr. Stopper...
That tremor! What caused it?
An earthquake?
Huh? Hey, look! Up there!
Hey, that's...
Hannon.
Excuse me. Listen up. May I have your attention? There has been a slight change to the schedule.
Huh? Who is that guy anyway?
I could be wrong, but I think it's Robert Hayden.
Huh? Hannon.
I'll say it one more time. There has been a change to the schedule. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'll announce the changes.
Hannon.
Originally, the 4th round was supposed to begin tomorrow morning. Now, I want you all to listen very carefully, because the 4th round will be starting immediately.
Future means nothing to me! Now it's my turn! Ranma! Ranma! Not bad! Pick! Namihana!
We thought that the king and Margaret had finally settled the ancient conflict between the underworld and the Celestials, but we were wrong. Hannon showed up and spoiled everything.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But I'm afraid your time as king has come to an end. This is gonna taste great.
On top of that, he went and ate the king! What's going on?
So tell me, did you plan on taking over this battle right from the very beginning?
In order to ensure that my dreams come true, I have to fight an opponent who is exceptionally talented. I figured out that the 3rd round was the right time for that opponent to develop and become stronger. Super Sacred Weapon. Creation!
Excuse me. Listen up. May I have your attention? There has been a slight change to the schedule.
Hannon.
because the 4th round will be starting immediately.
Episode 48, The Law of the 4th Round. Hannon.
Everyone hear that? We'll be starting the 4th round immediately.
Hannon, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Why is he doing this? It doesn't make sense.
I guess most of you are probably wondering why I'm running the show now. Well...
It just so happens that I've taken over the king's body.
Oh no, King!
No way. I can't believe it.
You should have realized by now, I'm not Robert or the king. I just possessed them.
My name is Hannon, a survivor of the underworld tribe known as the Guardian Clan. And like it or not, this battle game is now completely under my control.
So he finally shows his face.
Honestly, it's starting to look like everything's falling into this guy's hands.
Now listen as I explain the rules of the 4th round, everyone. I call them rules, but it's actually a lot simpler than that. The first team to beat me will be declared the winner, and I don't really care who you fight with.
That's crazy. What's he thinking?
However, there are 2 conditions that have to be met in order to fight me. I'm sure you can all see the floating garden down toward the bottom of my holographic image. This is a place called the Path, and it'll be the staging ground for the final battle. So the first thing you all have to do is find your way there. But you've only got 12 hours to get there. Anyone who's unable to make it in that amount of time, or who leaves the path, or falls off of it once they've found it, will immediately be disqualified from fighting against me. So I warn you, be careful. There are 4 different sets of stairs leading up to the path. If you decide to join forces with other teams and attack all at once, go right ahead. Of course, if you want to be the first ones to fight me, you can also try and beat the other teams before they get to me.
So then regardless of whether we fight against each other or decide to work together, it still comes down to the fact that the ones who can beat him will be the winners. What is he up to?
It's confidence. Huh? He doesn't believe he can lose, whether he's up against one of us or all of us working together. That's confidence.
Hey, did any of you guys know about this?
No. All I was told was to defeat everyone in the 4th round except for Hannon.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Baro, what about you?
No. Hannon never told me anything.
Oh, I almost forgot. One more thing before we begin. Now, if I happen to win this round, I'll annihilate every one of you. The Celestials, the Infernals, and the Humans. You must all suffer in order for me to realize my dream.
You never told us about this! You said your goal was to unify the underworld. You didn't say anything about destroying the human world.
Listen to me, Baro. If I end up winning this fight, I'll make you a human being. Then you can be with your mother and her emotional scars will be healed.
You really think so?
Because when that happens, I believe your pictures will be able to reach her. I'd like for you and her to live a long, happy life together.
So, is everybody ready? Then let the 4th and final round begin.
I hate him. I'm angry to the max now!
I'm gonna go fight him. He has no honor and must be stopped.
All right, let's get him!
I certainly don't appreciate being fooled, but I'm not going with you.
Why not?
Engaging in a conflict when there isn't a 100% chance of victory is foolishness. Not to mention, I don't have any obligations to this team anymore. I'm sorry, but consider this my resignation.
Baro, how about it?
Pathetic.
What's the right thing to do here? Should I go and fight? Sooner or later, I've got to do my part. But everything's changed. If I go over there, I might just get in the way. I'm sure Ueki and the rest of the team will manage without me. They'll be fine. No, they will!
Hurry up, I
wonder, is this what you envisioned when you were telling me about our future? So many of us Guardians have lived and died because of this. But that grudge will never.
I don't really care all that much about the duties of the Infernals. And I don't want to be tied down by backward old thinking. After all, I have my own dreams to pursue, you know.
I wonder what happened. Exactly where and how did it all go so wrong? I guess the only thing left for me is to continue to do my duty.
Well, it looks like we're the first ones to make it this far.
What do we do now? Sano?
We'll just have to sit tight and wait for an opportunity. I'm pretty sure Ueki's headed this way too. But for now, I just want to stay out of sight.
Who's that? Somebody hiding over there? You sure got here fast. Come on out. You're my very first opponent.
The first? I think you should have said the last.
Those are good punches. Can't say you're lacking in speed or strength, but I don't think that's enough.
It's way too early in the fight to start making judgments.
Okay, now it's my turn.
We're pretty evenly matched without using our powers. But wait, he could be stronger. Let's see.
This isn't good, Ueki. Hannon's not gonna be easy to beat. Please hurry.
Hello. Who are you?
My name is Margaret.
I think I've heard of you. Aren't you Robert's candidate for King of the Celestial World?
That's pretty close. But I'm actually Hannon's father. I've only taken possession of Margaret's body.
And what do you want?
Ueki, I've come here to make you disappear. Ueki, I've come here to make you disappear.
Why's that?
Well, you see, I can't risk having you disrupt any more of my plans. I worked so hard to bring together the Roberts 10, but you defeated almost all of them by yourself. Considering that you were like Robert, a celestial sent down to the human world, I should have probably defeated you first. Well, I suppose none of that matters much anymore. After all, I'm sure I can defeat you without even using my power. Time for you to disappear, Ueki.
Come on! You've got to be kidding me! Don't you know that it's against the rules for any of you candidates to participate in these battles?
Of course I do. And if I break the rules, I get sent down to the underworld, right?
That's right.
Okay. But ask yourself, who's the one in charge of enforcing that rule now?
Hannon.
So, as long as he possesses the king's body, all those old rules no longer apply.
Move it! I don't care about you. I'm off to defeat Hannon no matter what you say.
Defeat Hannon? No, I don't think so. I have to pay you back for messing up all my well-laid plans. I'm gonna wipe you out here and now.
Can't you see? Unless Hannon is defeated, we're all gonna be annihilated.
So, I guess you're not interested after all.
Huh?
Then I guess I'll start with her.
Stop it!
You're in my way.
Ueki!
Now, prepare yourself.
Hey, why don't you try using your power? Come on, use your power for a change, or it's all coming to an end right here and now.
I see this battle as just another training exercise to improve my conditioning. My credo is to fight as long as possible without having to use my power.
Let's see, what can I do to convince you to use it?
Wall of Chi. By focusing my Chi, it's possible for me to make my body as hard as steel.
Pretty good.
Those who rely on their powers every time they fight will never be able to realize their true potential.
Right. Then how about you show me your true potential? Come on, let's see what you can do. At some point, I'd like to get serious about this fight.
What is this guy? Some kind of monster?
I'm sorry, but this is as far as you go.
Ueki!
We Infernals don't have sacred weapons like you Celestials do. However, to compensate, we have a super physical power at our disposal. In addition to that, I also happen to have a 10-star celestial power. Of course, the same goes for Hanan. I also want you to know that Hanan is actually a lot stronger than I am. And since you can't even beat me, you shouldn't go around saying you're gonna defeat him. With your limitations, how do you expect to win? Exactly how do you plan on beating him?
I'm still so weak compared to these guys.
Ueki...
What do I think I can actually accomplish when I can't even protect my friend?
Do you really want to get stronger?
Huh?
Someone's got to beat Hanan, or we can say goodbye to the future.
You're right.
If you have any interest in protecting the future, then you're gonna have to take Hanan out.
Yeah, but how?
What do you think? That Barrow and all those guys became 6 or 8 star celestials all by themselves, without any help? There's only one way to speed up the process of increasing your star power.
The awakening chamber of a celestial beast.
Yeah, but isn't Tenko the only celestial beast with an awakening chamber? I thought all the others had gone extinct a long time ago.
I guess you don't have any idea why we're called what we are, do you? Well then, let me tell you the reason they call us Guardians. It's because we have long been the guardians of an ancient life form that our ancestors took possession of and passed down through the generations.
Celestial beast!
What's the matter? Is that really it? That's why I keep telling you to use your power.
Never. You can't make me use it. I won't.
Then I might as well finish this.
Not yet!
Huh?
This is the final battle! My ace in the hole, ultimate Gankutsuo! Let's see if you're strong enough for this!
Gankutsuo? How interesting.
Here goes, Hanan! Ultimate Gankutsuo! The Gankutsuo was a technique that Ueki managed to overcome. But since then, I've polished this technique to the point where it has become nearly impossible to defeat. I've eliminated the weaknesses of my Gankutsuo. That makes it an ultimate Gankutsuo! I'll turn you into dust, Hanan! My head!
That's too bad. See ya!
I guess I should have trained harder. Ueki. Battle your way to the 4th round. I'll be waiting for you there. Sorry. I couldn't keep my promise.
Quite an opponent. He never lost his conviction.
Even when facing certain defeat, he didn't use any of his powers.
I don't like what I've seen here.
We can't just keep hiding timidly in the shadows while the source of all evil stands right in front of us.
Okay then, I'm ready when you are.
You guys want to be next? Didn't you notice that this Liho character was in trouble?
He's not the kind of guy who would accept a helping hand in a fight, but that's where we're different.
Come on, let's go! Sano.
Just the two of you? This isn't gonna be very entertaining.
Oh yeah?
Then let's make it 4.
To achieve the 10-star power, Ueki chose to enter the awakening chamber of Margaret, who had transformed himself into a celestial beast. Meanwhile, Sano and Rinko, together with Van and Diego Star of Team Barrow, were already in the midst of a really tough fight against Cannon. I was making my way over there to help them as quickly as I could when I ran into Kill Norton, the guy with the 179 IQ. Cannon's power is unbelievable. He managed to take everyone else out before attacking me!
I've got you now. Well then, I suppose that means you've become a 10-star now.
All right. I think you'd better step aside. Time to teach this guy a lesson. Episode 50, The Law of Ueki versus Hanan. I'm not gonna let you get away with hurting my friends any more than you already have.
Come on, let's have a test to see if you've really gotten any stronger.
Sekou!
Whoa. So that's Sekou, the sacred weapon of flight. How incredible!
You know, you're pretty good.
Just looks that way. Take this!
But I can easily match your speed. Huh? What?
Ueki!
That was pretty fast.
While I was maximizing the power of my Sekou, I thought I might as well polish up my celestial power as well. So now I can match your ultra speed every step of the way, Hanan. I call it Liho's Celestial Power Control Technique!
That's a bit of a mouthful, wouldn't you say?
The control of celestial power, huh?
I get it. Ueki's been able to infuse his sacred weapon, Sekou, with the full strength of his celestial power, and that's enabled him to actually make his Sekou stronger.
It's all thanks to you, Liho!
Have you forgotten already? If I'm not mistaken, you were completely defeated by Robert's power to change ideals into reality. Pick.
Oh no!
I've changed a lot since then! Level 2! Reverse!
All right!
Go! What the?
No way! How'd he do that? Ueki's pick was a level 2! It doesn't make any sense. How did Hanan's pick beat it?
I simply decided to use my pick as a normal sacred weapon instead of the ideal version. This essentially makes your level 2 useless against me, because now you can't make my sacred weapons ineffective by reversing them. However, as you can see, it obviously limits their power considerably. That's it for this test. I can see now that you really have gotten much stronger, which is why you can expect me to fight with my full power.
What's that?
The 10-star sacred weapon, Arch Enemy.
So, that's it.
The 10-star sacred weapon, Arch Enemy.
The Arch Enemy is a living sacred weapon that changes the thoughts of its handler into power. The form and shape it takes are a manifestation of the one who controls it. Its power is determined by the strength of the thoughts of the one who wields it. Allow me to show you a little demonstration of that strength.
What the?
No way.
My archenemy gets all of its strength from my thoughts and the desire to carry out my dream.
Strength of thought?
In case you were wondering, Robert's archenemy gained all of its power from his hatred of human beings. But in spite of that, his archenemy couldn't even put a scratch on me in the end. But I guess that's because he decided to abandon his hateful feelings after meeting you. Really? How silly.
Hey, what's happening now?
A fight with sacred weapons while using the Seiku?
I suppose Hanan has the ability to use the sacred weapons of the king and Robert, not to mention his own.
But is the power of this archenemy really that incredible? Can you see anything? From back here, I can't really tell what's happening.
He can't do it. There's absolutely no way he could win against a monster like that.
I think Robert made the right choice. I don't see anything wrong with abandoning the hatred of people.
Huh?
I guess it's up to me to beat that twisted, misguided attitude out of you! Archenemy!
So that's Ueki's archenemy? Wait, that's Mr. K! What is he doing here?
So that's the manifestation of your strength, huh? It seems kind of pathetic to me.
I don't care what you say. Go, archenemy!
Hey, come on, relax. Let me finish my drink here. You know, you're not gonna have much of a life if you're always in a rush.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
I really wish you would have thought up a more interesting visual image for me. I mean, you've got me looking like a normal old man.
You're right about that.
How am I supposed to get psyched up when I look like this?
We're dead.
Huh? I'm so lost. Where am I anyway? Honestly, I have no idea where I am or where I'm supposed to go. Huh?
Huh?
Hey, Baro! Am I glad to see you?
Okay, I see. The image that represents the archenemy is the manifestation of the strength of the person using it. So that means Ueki's strength is basically the same as this man.
Mr. K might not look all that tough, but it doesn't mean he's weak. That's right! Even if he looks like an ordinary guy, he could have incredible power lurking beneath the surface!
Let's go!
Oh, yeah! He can do it!
archenemy.
This isn't good. He's definitely got the power advantage. I wonder if my archenemy has what it takes to beat Hanon's.
Hey there, Borrow! What are you doing in a place like this, anyway? Where are your friends? Why are you all alone? And what happened to your teammates? Huh? Did they go join in the fight?
You know...
Huh?
I wanted to become a human so badly. I figured that if I did, I'd be able to paint pictures with my mother for the rest of my life. That's why I'm here.
Well, what happened?
I was betrayed by Hanon. I can finally see that now. In the end, I was nothing more than his pawn. And even if I had been able to help him win the battle, he still wouldn't have been able to make me a real human being.
Borrow.
It's all over. There never was a way for us to go back to the way things were. I was in denial.
Well, all right. Then why don't you go over there and join in the fight against Hanon? Use your power to blow him away for betraying you like that. You've got a really incredible power, you know. Honestly, if you and your teammates work together, I'm sure you'd be able to...
It can't be done! My power! It's not enough to beat someone like him! I happen to know that for a fact, and that's why I'm running.
Huh?
Well, what about you? You know that too! That's why you're here, and not in the fight!
What's the right thing to do here? Should I go and fight? Sooner or later, I've got to do my part. But everything's changed. If I go over there, I might just get in the way. I'm sure Ueki and the rest of the team will manage without me. They'll be fine. Don't you dare underestimate Hideyoshi.
Huh?
All right, let me set you straight here. Honestly, the only reason I'm here is to take you back.
Oh, really?
Yeah! You know, you really should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sure that if your mother were watching you right now, she wouldn't be very proud of the way you've handled yourself. You gave up on this fight before it started. I doubt she'd be proud of a son who wouldn't help his friends because he was scared to fight. You've worked so hard this whole time because you have things you want to tell your mother, right? Well, I think that's great. But what you should be doing right now is helping your friends who have been fighting beside you this whole time.
After this, I'm not sure I'm worthy to call them friends anymore.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Honestly, I'm no better. 'Cause you know, it just so happens I took off on my friends as well. So compared to what a poor friend I've been, you actually don't look all that bad.
But I thought you came here to take me back.
Let's not worry about the details, okay? Now let's get going. Launch us over there using your Raika.
Huh? What do you think I am, a taxi?
Like I said, don't worry about the details. Let's go, Borrow!
You know what? I'm sick of worrying anyway. Here I come, Hanon!
Well, it looks like your archenemy can't defeat me. So what are you gonna do now?
Ueki! Don't lose!
Trying to run from me is pointless.
Huh? Hey, where are you going now?
I've got to get as far away from I and those other guys as possible, or they'll be caught in the devastation of Hanon's archenemy.
Kurogane!
Archenemy! We both have the archenemy, but why is his so much more powerful?
The archenemy is a living sacred weapon that changes the thoughts of its handler into power. The form and shape it takes are a manifestation of the one who controls it.
It transforms my thoughts into power.
You have enough time to stop and think? Pick! Robert's mistake was thinking he could defeat you using only his pick. So I'm gonna make sure to finish you off with the archenemy. But before I do that, I think it would be a good idea to wear you down a bit more.
I just don't get it. How does it use my thoughts?
Namihana! Kurogane! Kick! Raha!
It's no good. The more I try to think about it, the harder it gets to figure it all out. And my vision's getting blurry. I mean, what are my thoughts anyway?
I guess it's about that time already. Maybe you know this by now, but the archenemy is limited to 6 launches. The king's archenemy was already used up in his fight against my father. As for Robert's, well, he used his twice against me, and I've already launched 3 against you, so it looks like I've got 1 shot left. You certainly wasted yours back there. If I'm not mistaken, you've got at least 2 shots left, but they won't do you any good. Your archenemy is powerless, and you're so weak right now you can't even dodge mine. So get ready, because here it comes. My last archenemy shot.
That thing's gonna hit I. Probably Sano, Rinko, and Leo, too. Archenemy! I always protect my friends! That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That was great. You're the first one who's ever been able to match me. You deserve a reward.
Robert? Robert! He released Robert, but why would he do that? Now he won't be able to use Robert's power or any of his sacred weapons. Why would he choose to give up powers in the middle of a fight? If he has no power, then he's not a power user anymore. In other words, that means...
So, you understand?
If Hanon's not a power user, then...
Talent?
Yeah, we call it a talent, but it's kind of like a skill.
You lost me.
Basically, he's got a whole bunch of talents or abilities, but every time his power to change trash into trees is used to hurt someone, he loses one of his other abilities. That's the punishment I was talking about earlier.
Whatever! Just tell me what had happened if Ueki lost every one of his talents!
Yes, good question.
Since Hanon's not a power user anymore, Ueki will lose talents if he uses his power to hurt him. And if Ueki loses all of his talents, he'll disappear.
When I took possession of the king's body, this was the one rule I wasn't able to change. After all, he based the whole structure of this battle around the principle of talents. But in the end, the fact that I couldn't change it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Here's why. Your sacred weapons are all based upon the tree power that was given to you by your sponsoring candidate. So in other words, every attack you make is dependent upon that power. Which means that you can only attack me as many times as you have talents to spare. Your opportunities to defeat me now are very limited. Tell me, how many talents do you have left, Ueki?
Great, another disadvantage.
Let's see. As of the end of the 3rd round, you've got 18 talents remaining. But of course, none of them are particularly good.
Do you really have to check the numbers after every fight? At the moment, I've got 18 talents, which means that I can hurt him 18 times. But the only chance I have to defeat him is with the archenemy, which I can launch 1 more time. I'd better make sure I don't miss.
What are you gonna do, Ueki?
I only need a second. If I could just get him to stay put for 1 second.
Ueki. Ueki.
Don't worry about me. Take care of Robert.
Hey, wait! Ueki!
Seiku.
Wonder what he's got planned.
It doesn't matter how many talents I have. I've got to do this. I don't have a choice.
To know that you only have 18 talents. And with that, it's down to 17.
This isn't working. He's dodging with his Seiku.
You've got 4 left.
These careless attacks are backfiring on me, and I don't have many opportunities left.
Now he'll have to be very careful about how he launches his archenemy. But if I can keep him from using it altogether, then I've got nothing to worry about. There's no way you can win now. Wasting another attack?
I just need one shot. If only I could get him to stand still for 1 second.
Only 3 talents left.
Kurogane! The only way he can stop this attack is with a sacred weapon. The moment he launches it, I'll have a chance.
Aw, that's too bad, Ueki. Now you've only got 2 talents left.
Why would he dodge it like that? It would have been a lot easier to block it with a sacred weapon. I get it. It's not that he chose not to block it, it's that he couldn't block it. When Hanan had possession of both Robert and the Celestial King, he could use both of their sacred weapons simultaneously. But since he went and released Robert, he can only use the Celestial Kings now. Which means that while he's in the air, the only thing he can use is the Seiku. And that's it. That's the way I'm gonna get him to stand still. But if I do that, then... Oh no!
Ueki!
Unfortunately, this is the end of the line, Ueki. I know what you're probably thinking. You said to yourself, all I need to do is attack him from behind and obliterate that Seiku of his. Then he won't be able to dodge my attack so well, and I can get in a solid hit with my 1 remaining archenemy. Right? That might have worked, if you would have tried it earlier. Unfortunately, to use that particular tactic requires at least 2 talents, 1 for the archenemy and 1 for the Seiku. It's just too bad that you only have 2 talents remaining, because even if your plan works, you'll use them up and disappear. Or maybe you already know that and don't care.
I'll do whatever I have to do to defeat you and save the lives of my friends.
I know what you're probably thinking, and I don't like it! All I ever hear you say is how important it is that your friends are safe! Why do you always try and figure out how to save everyone else by yourself? You wanna know what? I'm getting sick and tired of it! If you can't make it on your own, there's me! And here.
It doesn't matter. There's not much you can do about it now. However, I suppose I shouldn't get too careless. The archenemy is a sacred weapon that turns thoughts into power, and just like with Robert, if your resolve happens to be weakened in any way, your power will weaken as well. And now I've learned the nature of your thoughts, because as soon as you started to think about protecting others, your archenemy got much stronger. Which means that if I were to eliminate everyone, then you wouldn't be able to think about protecting them anymore! Kurogane!
Oh no!
That was a piece of cake.
Rinko.
What the? Impossible!
How does that feel?
Why you?
Go, Ueki!
That's his last archenemy. Make it count!
I've still got one wing left, you know.
Oh, no!
That was your very last archenemy, which means you've only got one talent left. Guess I win. It wasn't his archenemy. It was only a Kurogane. No, you're not thinking. You've only got one talent. And if you attack me now, you'll lose it and cease to exist.
Ueki. For better or worse, after the 4th round tomorrow, this will all be over. Let's do our best, okay? Because I want to be proud to say that I knew you all after this.
Ueki.
Thank you, guys. I'm glad to have known you all.
Ueki.
Rinko, you okay? Wow, Ueki sure took care of business. I came running over here because I thought it might help if I could take out Hanen's wing. But what a tactic. I never would have thought of firing a Kurogane before the archenemy. When Hanen dodged that first attack, I thought that was the last we'd see of Ueki. What's the matter, Ai? Where is Ueki?
Yeah, did you see where he went, Ai?
In the end, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't protect his talents. No, you mean...
No way. That's impossible. It can't be. Why would Ueki... What's the point of defeating Hanen if he's not around to enjoy the victory?
It can't be!
Sorry. It looks as though I'm a little too late.
It's you.
Baro? I thought I might be able to get here in time to help you guys out.
Help us? Hideyoshi!
If it hadn't been for him, I never would have had the courage to come here.
Then why does he look like an old dish rag? Did you beat him up first?
No, it's not my fault. It happened on the way over here, when we were climbing up the stairs.
All right, Baro. You can put me down now.
Sure.
I'm on my way, you guys. I'll show you a whole slew of trickster techniques.
think it was one of Ueki's Kuroganes that did it. There was no way I could have known Hideyoshi would get knocked out like that. Oh, Hideyoshi.
He was a goofball from beginning to end.
Baro, what did you just say? Huh?
Repeat what you just said.
I just said how strange it was for Ueki to accidentally knock out Hideyoshi with a Kurogane.
Ueki's Kurogane.
Every time you injure a non-power user, you'll lose a talent. But on the other hand, if you use your power to defeat another power user, you'll gain a talent.
Huh?
Hey, what's the matter? Hey.
Guess I lost. But about halfway through, I already knew that I wouldn't be able to beat you. It was when your archenemy defeated mine. No matter how strong my dream was, it wasn't enough to destroy your righteousness. That's why I lost.
Hey, by the way, what was the dream you used to empower it?
Yeah, you mentioned something about creating what you considered to be the perfect life. That your dream was to build a path on which only you could walk for the rest of your life. And maybe I don't get it, but that doesn't seem all that perfect to me.
The thing I wished for above all else was that someone would come along with a power big enough to challenge me in the monstrous power I had been granted. I wanted that person to defeat me, and if that wish didn't come true, I planned to destroy everything in sight so that I could be alone in the world. Then at some point along the way, that became my dream.
Are you serious? You dreamt of destruction and loneliness? I'm starting to think you don't know how to dream.
Huh?
Dreams don't really mean all that much unless you've got someone to share them with. Like your friends.
Oh, I see. If only everyone was lucky enough to have friends like you have.
Now come on! Cough up the king! Let's go! Do it!
Maybe we should hear him out.
Come on!
After all, he was the greatest enemy we ever had to face.
Huh?
And that's how the long, and yet in a way, not so long journey of this fight finally came to an end.
The winner is Team Ueki!
So even with all of Hanen's crazy rules, our team, along with our leader Ueki, managed to emerge victorious.
Now all you have to do is fill in whichever talent you want.
The talent of blank was awarded to Ueki, being the one on our team whose powers had developed the most.
Oh, right. To me, it's not really about this. So, what are you gonna write? Huh? Don't look.
To this day, Ueki hasn't told us what he wrote on that blank talent.
All right then, which candidate have you chosen as the advisor to the next king?
We want Inumaru! Somehow, we all ended up choosing the same guy.
Kousuke!
And Tenko.
Hey, Tenko, where have you been all this time?
Well, he was with his friends.
Whoa, where did you guys come from?
We're the ancient celestial beasts that have been imprisoned inside Margaret all this time. He agreed to free us once we had helped Baro and the others attain their 6-star power level.
Aw, look how cute they are!
An afro?
Kousuke,
It's fine. You should stay here with your new friends.
Kousuke!
Thank you for all your help, Tenko. I'm really glad we had a chance to get to know each other.
Kousuke.
Tenko decided to stay in the Celestial world. His alleged crime of having eaten Celestials was dismissed. And Hanan was sentenced to go to the underworld along with that Guardian clan member who had possessed Margaret. One of the Celestial King's men said that if they don't have any Celestial bodies to possess, they won't be able to return to the Celestial world. The former king, who had recovered quickly thanks to the healing beast, didn't seem too thrilled about it all.
Those guys from the Guardian clan, they could have at least told me what their names were.
Apparently, he grumbled about it.
The shuttle back to the human world is about to leave.
Hey, Ueki?
You did it, Robert.
Huh?
Someone told me you've decided to abandon your hatred for humans. Now that's what I like to hear.
Ueki.
Apparently, the former king gave Robert back the years of his life he had squandered by using his power. He said that to some degree it was possible to reverse the effects caused by using powers.
Take care, guys.
We've actually kept in touch with Marilyn and the others by email.
Hideyoshi, Ueki, thank you.
I've heard that Team Barrow managed to get over their differences and even get together now and then.
Glasses.
I was a bit worried when I saw Kill Norton muttering to himself, but decided to leave him be. Leho has decided to go back into training again by himself.
It seems as though I wasn't properly prepared. Guess I'll have to start my training from square one.
It sounded like he might have been crying. Nah, couldn't be. And then...
Take care, you guys. Honestly, I'm not sure I was much help, but I'm really glad you considered me a part of the team, and more importantly, your friend.
The trickster Hideyoshi was the most unreliable teammate we had, but at the moment, we all secretly consider him to be a true hero. He still doesn't know that if it wasn't for him, Ueki would have disappeared. And I don't think we'll ever tell him either.
Come and visit me anytime.
I heard that after all was said and done, Rinko fell in love with Robert all over again. But rumor has it she dumped him for some reason or another.
All right then. If I find a great hot spring, I'll be sure and let you know.
After taking his high school entrance exam, Sano went on a journey to experience the hot springs of the world before the start of the new term. He plans to really get into studying geography in high school. As for Ueki, 6 months later.
Okay, who wants to solve this problem? How about Ueki?
Yeah. Y equals x over 9 plus 1/3, right?
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
Great.
You know, Ueki's getting much smarter. Even his midterm exam marks are up.
Yeah, 6 months ago he was at the bottom of the class. Guess he's been working hard.
Hey, Ueki. Have you noticed that girls have been paying more attention to you lately? But it's not like you have the talent to be liked by girls.
Oh yeah? Go figure.
I guess you can develop talents if you're willing to work at it hard enough. After all, during the battles you managed to improve your two talents quite a bit. Hey, by the way, what did you write down on the talent of blank? Don't you think it's about time you told me?
That's a secret.
So things are pretty much back to normal. Everything's been so peaceful these few months, it hardly seems real. But lately, I've begun to kind of miss all those exciting times we had, and I feel like I'd like to do it all again.
Listen up. I'd like to introduce a new teacher who's just transferred to our school.
The very first thing I want you all to learn is something that was said by a great scholar who lived long, long ago.
Huh?
Young men, embrace righteousness.
Are you serious? You're a strange teacher.
Wise words, Teach.
That's all right. I made it up, you know.
And Whatever became of that gray scholar? The talent to